taking out your, taking out your, taking out your, sucking out your, don't know how I did it. I live in the Bronx by the D and the 4. Writing lyrics is addictive, writing more and more and more about peace, about war, about whores. Breaking city laws to me become a chore. I wear no Jerry curls, but I still pull girls. I don't slur my words when I rap, cause that's whack. But in fact, I do not slack when I drop the funky, funky lyric on a track. I'm not conceited when I walk the streets, and you can tell by the words that I speak that I'm not just another brother on the mic, cause the females love me, and they call me D-Nice. My name is D-Nice.
DFZRadio.com.
And now, live from Numbskull Studios in Long Beach, California, it's the Beer 30 Show starring Brandino Coderii with special guest host Hoppy T. I got it down now.
That's it. That's how
You
we're
have
doing.
just entered
DFZRadio.com. Am I
Beer
up?
30 Zone.
Can I get a little bit more of my headphones, please?
Turn out my headphones.
DFZRadio.com. This is Beer 30. I am your host, the Dino Flow. My co-host sits across from me. His name is Coderii Fly.
What's
most
happening?
days.
Yeah.
And co-hosting Hoppy T is sitting over
I'm
there
here.
with his arms crossed, ready to drink some beer.
I'm just covering up my breasts that got extremely enlarged from
Well,
all the beer I drank over the holidays.
okay. From all those hops.
I need to do some push-ups.
What size bra are you wearing now?
I don't wear a bra.
Nice.
He wears double T.
Yeah.
Double T.
My condom size is still Magnum.
There you go. That's all that matters.
If I wore those things. If I believed in such things.
We have Saint
Wrap it up.
working the boards, as always.
Yeah.
This is Beer 30. What we do on this show is we drink about 4 beers donated to us by Stearns Liquor. I get to go hand-pick beers every week, and I try to get the new goodie stuff, some of the stuff that's maybe coming back around from last year. Whatever it is, whatever I like, I get to grab. I'm the host of the show. That's how it works.
You are very lucky to be able to do that.
It's nice, man. Go sit in that walk-in fridge, get cold, and get some free beer.
Dude, that place is sick, the way that fridge is like freezing.
It's free. You got to take a jacket.
And there's
dude.
so much beer in there. Yeah, either a jacket or you're going to have to go in and out of it. Like, get out of it and warm up a little bit and kind of walk around the outside
Yeah,
to
walk
see if
around
there's
the edges.
anything you missed.
Just peek through the window.
Yeah.
You got a designated Stearns scarf in your car? Or what?
They should have the coat
Some
rack as you
earmuffs.
walk in. You know what I mean? Just grab it as you walk in. Perkins, whatever.
Parkas.
Parkas?
Burker.
Perkins.
Parker. A
DFZ
burka
Radio.
or a parka?
562-653-0707 is
I'm
the
wearing
number
them
if you
loose.
want to call in. I think maybe the topic I don't know anything about, I want to know a lot more about is trading beers. And I know you're out there, you're a craft beer hoarder or a trader, you know something about it. If you want to call in and give me some pointers, tips, whatever, like I said, 562-653-0707 is the number to dial. We're going to get to... All right, well, first, let's talk about what you pre-gamed on. Did you pre-game? If you did pre-game, what did you pre-game on?
I got a little taste of that go-to. You know, we're usually doing those sessionable IPAs before the show, whether it's a, daytime IPA by Lagunitas or the go-to by Stone.
Yep. Modern
And
Times.
I got the Modern
regular.
Times, Tropical Islands.
Well,
But I'll give the Stone Go-To IPA 3.5 beer.
we got to look at how, because
Next.
you've rated that beer like a million times. I wonder how often it's a. But Hobby T, were you pre-gaming on anything delicious?
I was having some of the finest California-grown green
Okay.
in my safety meetings. I had the PK and a little Gorilla Glue and some LA Confidential.
It's a nice
Hey,
salad.
bueno.
And a little white IPA from Deschutes. It's bueno.
What we're going to do is get to the first beer of the night. Tenaya Creek. This is going to be an oatmeal stout, something we don't do too often. It's one of those kind of old school recipes that's been around for a long time. Oatmeal stouts, you've seen them a long time. Nowadays, they're throwing everything in the kitchen sinks and beers. But this is kind of one of those things they've always kind of thrown in the beers, kind of mixed really well, I think, from the get-go. I'm going to pass this around for you. Tenaya Creek is out there in Las Vegas. If you don't know, now you do know.
Didn't you go there last year?
I did go out and visit them. It was a cool spot, but they were moving, so they were just getting ready to move. I hit them up on the social medias earlier to see if they had moved places yet and see how that went for them. But they were planning on doubling up, so they already had a great facility, already built up already. They had all their gear, and they had to go take it all to another place. I know that was going to be a big mission, but I don't know if they've accomplished it yet. I don't know.
So they did the move, the bigger facility. You know what happens with all these good craft breweries is they can't even keep up with the demand of their local demand.
And Vegas itself is just another one of those places where beer and craft beer is just it
all
has to
different
be
types
popular.
of debauchery are popular.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Perfect.
It's awesome.
It's a great little spot. It's really different than your average brewery. You go in there, people are in there playing video poker at the table, smoking some cigarettes. It's Vegas, baby. You get to do whatever you want.
Vegas, baby.
But you also get to get some growlers of some great beer. They'll give you a great little personal tour. I don't think they have like big public tours, but they took me in the back. They showed me everything. Tasted some fresh, locally grown hops in Vegas. There's a bunch of hydro growers out there trying to do things with hops in Vegas. They really have a cool thing going on. I hope their move is going smoothly or went smoothly, and you'll see a lot more of their beers if they did. I see that labeling is new from what I'm used to seeing on Tenaya Creek.
You know who turned us on to them? Was it not Daniel Drennan over at BPLA? And then we met with a rep when he came into Simsies that one time before the show, right?
Yeah, for sure. He came into Simsies.
And dude busted out some special bottles out of his backpack, popped them open, and that's when Dino got invited to the brewery.
To go out there?
Yeah.
When were you out there, Dino? Was it last year?
Yeah, last year, probably a good 8 months ago now. But he also came on and did a show with us. I don't know exactly where that is in the archives, but they did a show and then showed me all around their brewery. It was a great facility, but like I said, they planned on moving. I'm sure they had by now because they had a really short deadline on when they had to move. So this is their oatmeal stout. I know this is a regular that they've had on a long time. If you went to their brewery last year, they had it on tap, and they still do. I saw it in a bottle today. I wanted to grab it because I haven't had anything from them in a long time. I want to see how it's going.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good beer. I stuck my nose in it. I got a little bit of a oat cereal smell. You get the oats in the nose, but with a background of some light chocolate. But when you take a sip, I feel like you get a lot more of the more roasted part of it, and even the dark chocolate a little bit. But it's also kind of light, It's the on the mouth. It's almost kind of like fizzy when you move it around. Creamy fizz. Like a creamy fizz when you move it around.
It's
in the
non-fat
glass.
milk in there.
But in the mouth, it's light on my mouth.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's one of those things kind of dissipates or kind of foams up in your mouth and kind of goes away. It doesn't drink like a normal beer does, just pure liquid. It kind of foams up and kind of gets puffy in your mouth. And it does
puffs out, dances away.
It's got a bunch of great chocolate flavor to it. It's got that oatmeal grain to it. It's light. It's a 5.7 on the ABV, so it's going to be easy drinking on a stout. But it's got a bunch of chocolate. I'm not getting a bunch of oatmeal. The chocolate's dominating the little bit of oats I am getting. The oatmeal flavor I'm getting.
More oats in the nose, more chocolate in the taste. I'd say.
They describe it as like a chocolate chip cookie, even on their website. So
that's a good description. Yeah. It's exactly what Dino's talking about. And for me, imperial stouts have been such the in thing. It seems recently, especially with the colder months, people want that higher ABV and a warmer style in their stouts. But to have something that you could really taste the chocolate in it, not being boozy at all, it is super easy drinking. Yeah. It's a very good quality beer in my opinion, and it's one of those things that you don't think stout drinking or day drinking, but this is something that I could day drink with easily. And I would have no problem giving this to my friends that maybe aren't into craft beer when they come over, kind of easing them into some of the heavier beers that are in my selection.
It's
in
a total.
my fridge.
It's a total hair of the dog beer for me. Good breakfast. If you get a breakfast sandwich, you want to drink a beer to get rid of that hangover. This would be great in the morning with the breakfast.
Right.
Super drinkable with that 5%, but plenty of chocolate. The stout notes, but there's something left to be desired there. It's not a perfect beer. It's a little thin. It dissipates a little early. It doesn't kind of complete itself. You know, it's an okay beer. But it's one of those things that's there's a time and a place for this beer. It's also only like $5. So if price is your deal when you go out and buy craft beer, it's at a steal for sure.
That's a good deal. Definitely in the morning, because sometimes in the morning it's like, okay, I want to have a good beer. I want to have some flavor, hangover or not.
I want to have coffee.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying
baby.
if you're gonna drink a beer, you might not want the most bitter, biting, heavy alcohol beer.
No way.
And so something like this that still has that flavor, and it might even remind you of morning. Might have
Flavors.
a little morning flavor to it. But the fact that it's a low ABV. Light on the mouth, easy to drink. I think it would be perfect for tomorrow morning when I'm hungover after this.
Yeah, because
you have a post-Christmas party going to.
Yeah.
And
you're
also,
gonna be really hungover.
Christmas, the real Christmas.
So I heard you went to Rev. I haven't been able to visit Rev. Rev are good friends over
Rev
here.
Winery.
Rev Brewing, Rev Winery, whatever you want to call it. But Rev Brewing is what we're more interested in.
Yeah.
How was it out there? Did you like it?
Yeah, I was out there hiking in the forest.
I was just hiking in the
there.
forest. It's
And
real
on my
sober.
way home, I was like, man, Rev is right down the road.
Yeah.
Out here in
Come
San
on.
Gabriel Valley.
You'd be an idiot not to stop by.
And our friends over there at Rev Brewing, Eddie was there.
Eddie.
And so we went in, showed us a great time. Their staff, their location, the whole vibe in there is good vibes.
And they got the wine and the beer.
So it's a half winery, half brewery. You can sit at the bar and sample great organic wines and great craft beer.
I forgot they're all organic too. All
Right.
organic beer also, right?
And vegan.
And
No
so
bull's
it's
blood in
great.
their beer.
No bull's blood.
They have 10 taps of their beer ready to go. They're
Any
a new
highlights?
brewery. They just opened.
What was your highlight? What did you like the most?
I
when
would
you
say
went there?
out of those, the ones that stuck out, number one is their Saison. I forget the name of it, but it was really floral and peppery, like a traditional
Classic,
farmhouse, except it had the yeast flavor was very unique. I know they're doing a lot with their
Yeast strains?
Their yeast strains, and you could tell with that beer especially. Creamin' and Screamin'.
All right.
You know how they do it.
Is that a cream ale?
It was in. I think it's infused with vanilla. I know that's a
cream ale.
creamy,
Yeah.
and it's infused with vanilla. You get a lot of those notes, so that was unique. The Wonka chocolate porter that they do, Riggs chocolate porter, and then Eddie infuses it with 11-year-old Pinot Noir. And it just is like a chocolate bomb. Actually, it's
So
more chocolatey than you would expect.
So it's like their twist on the wine beer they had when they came on our show. They had one infused with white Zinfandel, 20% white Zinfandel.
and that's what they're going to be doing more in the future. I think is wine beer blends.
Well,
Nice.
if it works, it works. They could be kind of on the forefront of that. If
yeah,
it
no
works.
one else is doing that, and that I know of. And then Riggs Classic Straight West Coast and IPA. It's a good solid IPA, really hopped up. So it was a good time. I got buzzed off the tasters, took a couple bottles of wine home, got a tour of their brewery. They're expanding like every day.
Yeah.
And
They're going big over there.
Was Rick
shout out. No, he wasn't there. It was just him and Manny, the bartender.
Eddie Money?
Money.
Eddie's just
a
always
man.
shows us a good time. Friend of the show, and I got a lot of good tastings, and we got to make another beer 30 trip out there.
We got to go out there. Yeah.
You know what I did is I did that hike you and I did a couple years ago or a year ago.
Oh,
or
the
whatever.
waterfall trails.
Yeah, exactly. It's right by there, and so on the way home.
Great little spot. I might have to go out there.
And I drank a Logsden You know that beer we had on last week?
Yeah.
I got one of those, and halfway on that hike, like 5 miles in,
Popped
that thing. Hiked
Now
out.
you're drinking in style, my friend. Now you drink. I went out to Smog City this weekend, and they had their
nice.
they had their 2 releases. They had Infinite Wishes, which is a barrel collection. I think their first out of their barrel collection, and then they had the Nothing, which is a double chocolate stout. Two great stouts. Obviously the double chocolate was just like liquid chocolate. The other one had a bunch of heat on it. You can get the heat off the whiskey barrels or bourbon barrels, I think they used. It was a really, really strong beer. They had already sold out of all their bottles by the time I got there. But we were lucky. It's on tap. They had it on tap.
Okay.
So lucky enough to get a few tasters on tap. That was great. But a great release if you missed it. If you can, like I said, the only way to get these bottles when they go fast, a small release, small batches like this, you have to trade now. Like, we were talking about the Alpine Kiwi beer.
It's Pizza Port.
No, Alpine. They just came out with their sour beer, and it's a kiwi strawberry beer, and it just went. They announced it a couple hours before they released it. It sold in a couple hours after that, and the only way to get it now is through a trade, and it's crazy. It's
That's why you're like, I need to get in on this trade.
You got to. Like, if you want the
Stearns
really good shit.
can't sustain me with these rare beers.
But the good.
Danny's got an arsenal.
The good news is we get a lot of great beers here that a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
So we can trade. We have good trade abilities over here.
Oh yeah, we have value, bro.
We have
value.
No, just this area.
Didn't you go to Pizza Port?
Yeah, I went down there.
We were all going to brewery.
I drank some of the Middleman IPA on cask infused with citrus and guava. And it was delicious.
Damn, wait.
Citrus,
what is it again?
Guava, cask, IPA, pizza dipped in there, and just
chasing a 3-year-old around.
Did you bring us a growler of that or what?
Yeah.
Nope, just my grumpy ass. No growler.
Just grumpy arm cross guy over here.
Laid back.
We also,
on my cask and my cask on my mind.
If you're going out to Smog City, Cody, I don't know if you've been out there yet. You have to visit. It's right around the effing corner. Right. Phantom Carriage, brand new Phantom Carriage, which is heavy into the sour, traditional Belgian style beers. They only have about 4 or 5 on tap right now, but they're building their list. They had a soft opening like a couple weeks ago, and they're open daily.
Did you
Great
stop
kitchen.
by there?
Yeah, I made my second trip towards there, and they're getting better every day. They had a couple great beers on tap. They also have a tap list, like a guest tap list for now. I think just because they only have a few beers available. I think they're waiting on their barrels just to become complete, you know. But it's a great spot, amazing kitchen. They do like movies, scary movies and stuff, and they really it's a cool spot, but it's right around the corner from Smog City, making that an easy destination for craft beer guys. And then only a few minutes away is El Segundo. So they're all kind of gathered up there, and you can make a great trip out of it.
And don't leave your wallet there anyhow.
Don't leave your wallet there. Let's go ahead and rate this beer.
So now that we've given all of the people the roundabout, the beer tour, if you would like to go on tour of all these places, call up Elliot Beer Hop Pal.
Yeah, please do. Hit him up on Instagram or call him up on his website. The greatest tour. Actually, we bumped into him. No joke. They were at Phantom Carriage when we got. I go, hey, Cindy, and Cindy's doing her own tour now. She's driving the bus, doing her own tours.
Yeah.
And then we go to Beechwood. They show up there too. So this tour is just everywhere. They go anywhere you want.
They just follow you.
They had a group.
Okay, where's Dino going?
Yeah,
next?
they're like, follow Beer 30's Instagram, and we'll just show up there.
Yeah.
But no, it was great. It's a great tour. They're very hands on, which I like. But we've talked a lot about them on our show.
This is fantastic.
Let's go ahead and rate this sucker, dude.
I mentioned more oats on the smell with a background of chocolate, but more of a chocolate forward taste with a background of roasted oats. I mean, the roast is there. It's just the oatmeal type of flavor. Finishes really light, dances on the tongue. Overall, a good, easy drinking beer, but not. It's definitely, I don't know, like you said, missing something.
Yeah.
It's not fully hitting me on all levels. So I like it, but I'm gonna have to give it a solid 3 beers.
3 beers, yeah, that's pretty right on cue.
It's pretty solid.
Hoppy T, what are you thinking over there?
I like the beer. I actually like it a lot. Like I said, it's a nice change up from all those imperial stouts that are all over the place right now. The oatmeal, right off Jump Street, was right up in your face, that sweetness. But as it opens up a little bit and warms up a little bit, it's more balanced. The mouthful is a little thin, a little light, like Cody was saying. But overall, I'll drink this beer again any day of the week. I'll give it a 3 beards as well.
St. Diesel, what are you thinking? Did you get some?
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Getting a light chocolate, light texture. I don't want to say watery, but it is lighter. I think it's a good thinner. I think it's a good gateway stout. You know,
gateway stout.
I could taste it like
it's
a dark
gateway stout. That's a good description.
Dark chocolate flavor. Good price.
We know you love your dark chocolate, Saint.
Oh yeah, what you know about that?
Back to the base.
I know you like your styles like you like your woman. Dark chocolate.
Yeah. I'm not getting much oatmeal though. I don't really eat oatmeal, but
come on, bro.
Yeah, get your oatmeal in Mexico, man.
They got oatmeal in Mexico.
They got horchata. I had a Belgian Beaver horchata imperial stout.
Oh yeah.
That bitch was sweet as shit. It was good though.
Yeah, I'm not even.
Man, horchata is
good. Cinnamon.
Oh, hold on, S.A.
Milk
Did
rice
you just
cinnamon?
say that you hate horchata?
Yeah,
And
I
then-
don't drink horchata.
Man, you're disowned from the gang. You're no longer
out.
you're no longer
that's fucked
Mexican.
up, Holmes.
Horchata in, horchata out.
Now you're not. Now you're not American or Mexican.
Chale.
man, I just got-
tamale.
Oh man,
Chale tamale.
you might as
I like
well
that.
go join ISIS and shit. That's it.
Oh damn! Don't be throwing that out there. We're gonna get marked right now.
Oh,
Say
man.
the T word.
No one's listening.
No one's listening.
Is that what the T stands for in heavy?
Say,
No,
did you
it's
give a
not
rating or not?
All right,
sweet.
let me rate this.
Let's rate
I'm
this
gonna give
second
it. Wasn't my favorite. I'm gonna give it 2.8.
Was my favorite.
2.8.
So, just a small recap: Tenaya Creek out of Las Vegas, hauling oats, 5.7 ABV.
Did we even talk
oatmeal
about
stout.
that little play on words right there?
Hauling oats,
Like Hauling Oats,
Yeah, but
the
hauling
band,
oats,
but
yes.
like hauling
They
the
haul-
oats.
They haul oats. They
What's
have
your favorite Hauling Oats song right now? Go.
I don't know a single Hauling Oats song name.
I don't even know what that is.
You probably know about 10 of their songs, but I can't name one.
Yeah, exactly.
My-
They do have a little story. I don't know if you want to do your reading story, but I really
we already
don't.
rated.
I really
Rate
don't
yours
pay
so we
attention
can-
to these
rate yours so I
damn
can go get more
stories.
We gotta
sleep.
get safe, son.
We do gotta get safe right about now. I think a
It-
3-0 is fair. A
Hey,
3-0
Cody,
is fair.
Is Rambling Man one of their songs? Oh no, that was the Allman Brothers. Rambling Man.
Almonds and
man,
oats.
Get it? That was my play on words with Dino.
Nice.
This one, the only thing that bugs me,
Lord,
and I want to ask
born a
anybody,
rambling
brewer or whatever, if they know,
man.
what's up with that a beer that kind of just dissipates in your mouth like that? It kind of foams out, and it's a specific mouthfeel that certain beers have, and I don't know what.
Shoot.
And that's got to be contributed to some type of brew style, whatever.
Shoot.
562-653-0707. We're going to take our first break on DSZRadio.com,
Hey.
and we're going to be back after this Beastie Boys song, I guess.
It's the Beer 30 show.
562-653-0707. Call in with your beard rankings.
That funky monkey, brass monkey chunky, that funky monkey, brass monkey.
That's more than real.
Drink brass monkey, here's how you feel.
You put your left leg
Down.
your right leg up. Tilt your head back, let's finish the cut.
MCA with the bottle.
Ross K. And Rockets nice with Charlie Chan.
We're on the mo at
We don't mind shivers. Wherever we go, we bring the monkey with us. Add some drink.
my DSD.
Double up, puts the bill most definitely.
I drink brass monkey and I rock well. I got a castle in Brooklyn, that's where I dwell. Brass monkey, that funky monkey, brass monkey junkie, that funky monkey. Brass.
Chicken at a time. And anyway.
When it's time to get ill, avoid on my face.
Mother takes that when you pour it ice.
Come on, y'all, it's time to get nice.
Cool the lock is getting kind of funky. Me and the crew would drink your brass monkey. The screw up boy, she gave me the eye. Reached in the locker, grabbed a Spanish fly.
I put it in the monkey, mixed it in a cup, went over to the girl.
Yo, baby, what's up? I opened her sip.
Sip.
Cause she gave me lip.
Lip.
Then began to stuff her in and now she's on my
Brass monkey, that funky monkey. Brass monkey junkie, that funky monkey. Step up to the bar and put the girl down. She takes a big gulp and slaps it around.
Take a sip, you can do it. You get right to
We
it.
had a
case in the place.
Well, we went right through
You
it.
gotta try martini and
legendary brand
I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. And when it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. My father was a gambler down in Georgia, and he wound up on the wrong end of a gun. And I was born in the backseat of a Greyhound bus, rolling down Highway 41. Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. When it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. All right. I'm on my way to New Orleans this morning, leaving out of Nashville, Tennessee. They're always having a good time down on the bayou, Lord. Them Delta women think the world of me. Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. When it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. Lord, I was born a rambling man. Lord, I was born a rambling man.
Yeah, I guess I was born a rambling man. DFZRadio.com.
goddamn
Beer
rambling
30
man.
562-653-0707. We're going big early here. We got the Cascade. We're busting out Figaro.
I looked up some Hall and Oates. I looked up Hall and Oates. That one song, You've Lost That Loving Feeling.
Oh,
Top Gun, baby.
Sing
that
it.
love
You've
and
lost
feeling.
that loving feeling.
Oh, man, you're really getting into it. Oh, you slowed it down a bit.
Feeling. Now it's gone.
Oh, hitting those deep notes, too.
Gone.
Whoa.
Man, that song's way faster than that. That's like the slow-mo version.
Loving feeling.
Yeah.
Get up.
You lost that
Double time.
loving
Double
Gotta
time.
get down.
All right.
Bow, bow,
Let's
bow.
get serious as we do here on Beer 30. Super serious.
No more voices.
And we're going to drink.
Beer.
We're going to drink our second
Danny
beer.
just texted me and said Stern's Liquor will no longer give us beer.
Pulling
We
the
just lost our only
sponsorship.
sponsor.
That was a horrible rendition.
Cascade.
I heard Clown Shoes was about to sponsor us.
Oh, yeah. They're on the brink. They're on the brink. We're talking.
Nice.
Portland, Oregon. Cascade Brewing, Figaro, Northwest style sour ale. Ale aged in oak barrels with white figs and lemon peel. This thing sounds like it's got it all going on. That's why I got it, and we're going to drink it, and we're going to judge for ourselves right here now on Beer 30.
Let's do this.
This is something that you're going to spend a pretty penny on. I think it runs about $40 retail. In the recent
That's
future...
like a lot of pennies.
Yeah, that's a lot of pennies. In the recent years, you've been able to order right off their website, but laws are kind of tricky these days, I guess, and they've taken that all off the website. This is just recently. You were able to order kind of anything you wanted as long as you were on top of it, got it quick. But now you cannot order offline. It kind of sucks for people who aren't around Portland, but we get it distributed fairly well down here. So you can go pick up Cascade almost any time at a really good liquor store. But something you got to look forward to. This is like a bottle share style bottle. This is something you're going to save for a special time. They took a lot of time making this beer over 2 years. 12 months of it was spent in a Chardonnay barrel. After that, 12 months more with the dried white figs and the lemon peel. So 2 years total aging with the Wow Wow yeast.
Wow, you.
They have their Northwest style sour beer. I think they kind of coined that phrase, Northwest style sour beer. But I think it's just one of those things where they're not traditional in any way. They like to throw everything in there. Local fruits and they do wine. They do
Traditionally delicious.
But yeah, they kind of just go crazy with their sour beers, and I really love it. It's one of my most favorite sour producers, especially here.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? You tell me about the aroma. Tell me about the look. What are you getting?
I just breathed it in, man. I just breathed it in. Look at this beautiful peach color. This is just a glowing beer here. Great pour, slight haze. I took a huge whiff, and it just filled my lungs with a
all the good shit.
fruity lemon zest. I'm getting some of that kind of winey Chardonnay.
Ooh,
I'm not getting too much of the wood or oak.
Off the aroma, it's got that little funk plus that sour note in it. A great sour beer will always have that specific
a little bit of that tartness.
Yeah,
I can smell that right away, but it's just such a refreshing. It really lightens up my my nostrils.
I'm in.
I'm gonna take a sip now.
Yeah, let's all take a sip. Let's all just savor the flavor of this. This is something.
Great description.
You're gonna have to, this is specialty beer.
Whoa. Kicking my ass.
I like that. I like that.
That was in my face. I wasn't ready for the tartness of it.
So this is
awesome.
What did you
Cascade
say?
makes great beers.
It's so good. It's a blend of blondes, and then we're talking 2 years.
Well, I got that Chardonnay right away too.
Yeah, they got the Chardonnay barrels for 12 months. After that, 12 more months with the dried white figs, which I really don't know what those taste like, honestly. But lemon peel also with that.
Why they gotta be white? Do you know?
Why gotta they get white? I don't know.
Shit.
But it's a great flavor. Right off the first sip, we've all just kind of got our first sip in it. You saw we kind of were put back. It's a great sour. It's got a bunch of funk in it, too. It's not just one of those pure sour.
You get some horse blanket over
I think the lemon peel is super apparent on it, but that funk lingers for sure. Like just a little bit of good funk, that good funk.
The funk hits, for me, the funk hits right when you first let it hit your lips, and then right after you swallow. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the lemon peels,
beginning and end,
and the Chardonnay is what really stands out. Of course, I just said I don't know what the figs would taste like if they were there, so I don't know how I'm going to pick that up. But the other flavors are there. It's got a just right amount of sourness, a bunch of funk in there that works really well. Off the first couple of sips, great. It's got those like wine, grape, lemon, zesty. It's really sour. It's perfect so far.
Dude,
I don't know about $40.
Talking like this because it's very sour.
It's always debatable.
It's very sour beer.
It's always debatable. I know a lot of goes into these beers, but for the end consumer to pay $40, how could you afford that? How could you tell yourself that's worth it?
Well, obviously, plenty of people are because Cascade is everywhere. They're all over the board, especially in Long Beach. You go to Wine Country, Stearns Liquor, Bevmo, wherever, get a good Cascade selection. And, dude, this is the type of beer that I'll get for, watching Sunday The Walking Dead with my chick.
Nice,
an hour
baller.
or two.
Another
this is like a
plug for Walking Dead.
This is like a birthday
They got
gift.
you on their payroll, don't they?
Well, it's basically
everyone puts in on it.
It's like a fine bottle of wine. It's what goes into it, the time that goes into it.
Yeah.
Taking up that space. The Chardonnay is right up front, immediate. The rest of it, on the back end, it's like sucking on a sweet tart.
Lemon head,
it's more of a lemon
warhead. A warhead.
I don't know what a warhead is.
It's a super lemon head.
Yeah.
A sour motherfucker.
It's made to damage your insides. But as I'm sipping on
it's
it,
getting even more sour.
Right, the wine tang and the tartness is growing. I feel like my tongue is wrinkling in more and more as I sip it.
I fucking love it. And I've always talked about how I like the extra sour beers, and this is kind of getting to that level as it opens up. It's kind of hard to get. A lot of these other places, they're very died down when it comes to it. But if you're a diehard sour drinker, I think you love this style when it's super tart. And that funk is kind of going away.
It is.
And that sour is coming out and just kind of dominating right now. Had to open up a bit. Had to breathe, my friend.
Yeah, I'd say this thing definitely falls on the, the lactose side of things. I think a lot of times the longer barrel-aged ones develop this tartness more, depending on all the microbiology that's going on, and then you throw those lemon peels in there, and that's just going to really bring it from the behind, like, Boski! You're going to get some just complete, delicious, tart sourness. And this isn't a blend of old and new, right? This is a blend, and then they take the whole thing and put it through the aging and different additive process.
Yeah, I don't think it's a blend of old and new.
Man,
but
this
it is
delicious.
But it, like I said, 2 years aging. It seems like it's worked out pretty well. They put it out just recently, from what I know, and it's ready to drink right now. Of course, you could age this thing and see where it goes. But like I said earlier, this is something, for me, unless you're a baller, this is like on my own birthday or something. I'll pop something special, New Year's or something like that. This is something special, and it really does taste special. It's one of those great beers that you'll remember. It's for the rest of you, like, remember that one time we popped that Cascade bottle, and holy shit, this is that good. We're a little spoiled here on the show. Each week we kind of have like a big grand finale beer, or a top echelon beer, but this one is one of the greatest ones we've had in a while.
Right, and you were saying, it's possible we were going to save this one to the last, and I was like, man, I just really want to drink that one.
But it's a good point. We don't taste really as much 4 beers in, 5 beers in. And it's a good point to drink it now. Of course, now we have an IPA to drink and a stout to drink. And our palates are really going to be wrecked after drinking this.
We have another stout?
Yes.
The Espresso Yeti.
What's it going for?
What's the ABV?
On this beer, it is a 10% beer.
Okay. Yeah, this is over 10%.
See, that's what you can get with a good sour, too, is that higher ABV, you get your buzz on. Dude, and I know, like, you're trying to drink on a budget. This probably isn't the beer for you. It might be a great gift for the people that aren't drinking on a budget, to get your buddy that's drinking on a budget, and he can pop it when he's feeling a little feisty or whatever. But I don't see anywhere from $20 to $40 for this type of beer being a problem for most people.
Oh no, well, $20 it would be a steal, But when it does get up,
some
to
of the Cascade
40,
beers are $20 to $28.
If you're balling on a budget, I got a solution for you.
What do you got?
Trader Joe's has just came out with the beer version of $2 Chuck. I forget the name of it. It's called like Barn Swill. Yeah, it's all 22s, double IPAs, stouts, all this. They're all $2.
What's it like? Private label, like
it's private label. No, it's a real it's a craft brewery that private labels it. I didn't write it down.
I would love to have it in here and try
did
those.
private labeling for Kirkland and stuff at Costco before.
I would love to have them in here and try that out.
It's a $2.
Could I just say
22
something?
double IPA,
All of
and then
you
they have a stout.
people that are Trader Joe homers, that's just all pre-made fucking processed bullshit.
It is.
I went there, I like walked in, and I was like, they don't even got food here. They just got prepackaged shit, and all these people in their yoga pants walk around like they're eating fucking healthy now.
It's like
They're
fresh and easy.
calling the kettle black. Yeah, I'm 300 pounds, but it's all beer. I eat very healthy. Like today, I ate Wendy's and Del Taco. I got Mexican and American food.
Yeah, he's well-rounded.
You're
well-rounded.
international,
He
man.
is very well rounded.
But I didn't drink a soda. I drank an iced tea.
But I did just read about the Trader Joe's because
Winning.
there was a time when I drank the bottles of wine, just straight bottles of wine. And
That might not be a bad idea for Dino's ass because they're not working so much at the port right now.
it was cheap. For $25, I would get 12 bottles of wine, and I'd just be like smashed for a week straight.
And if it was good, you'd be like, it was affordable. But you're right, it was cheap. Fuck those cheap beers.
It was cheap.
I wanted some $40 Cascades and
Right.
be balling.
if
And I'll just be driving home from Stearns Liquor, be like, balls are hot, motherfuckers hot, bomb.
and that's what my point was: is you can get certain beers that are a little bit better or worse for cheap.
Yeah.
But if you want something really
Special, yeah,
delicious, really upper level, really taking your senses to another level, then the Cascade.
And if you're a sour fan, it's not going to
Figaro.
get any better. It
This
almost
is
doesn't
just-
get it. You got to go to
This
Belgium.
This
You
is
gotta-
a
I haven't
balsa
had
hard beer.
one this tart.
You got to go to
and this
Belgium
full
to
flavored in
get
a
better
while.
beers.
This
you
is
know.
a balsa hard beer.
Also hard. You know, there's only a couple places that make this level of beer in America, and you know, we're lucky to have it. It's Portland right there. We get it distributed very easily.
Oh, they're
right
from
here.
Oregon? Psh, that just dropped to 2 beards.
Boom.
Oregon.
Just kidding, Cascade. Love you.
I can't love you, Cascade.
Let's have a cheers.
Are we gonna cheers it up or are we gonna
No.
rate it up? What are we gonna do? here?
So, I don't know if we pointed out our rating system,
oh yeah,
Dino.
explain it, dog.
It's birds.
We rated that last beer around
Listen
a
up.
3 beard. That's out of 4 beard. So a 4 beard is perfect. A 0 beard is shady.
You're hearing it right, beard.
Beard.
Yep.
And so thick beard. This one, wow. I'll just kick it off. I mean,
Kick it.
this
Yeah.
is just a wild beer. You get
Wild,
plenty
wild
of
beer.
that sweet Chardonnay, tart, a little bit more orange, I'd say, in the nose, and then when you sip it, more of that sharp lemon tartness. I'm getting white grapes when I take a sip.
What are you
plenty
creeping out over there? Over there?
of
Enjoying the
lactobacillus.
sour.
But it really has, and it does have a funky complexity. You are right, Dino. But it has also that sharp, tart finish that we love. I'm going to give it, holy moly, 3.8 beer.
You know, coming from you, that's like
That's a lumberjack
that's some
beard
shit, yeah.
on top of a lumberjack beard,
So
having sex with a lumberjack beard.
are sour beers the future for your beer drinking? Is
Man,
that where you're gonna go?
I
with
just
your beer?
had this epiphany, bro. Sour beers are the future.
Dude, they're the future of
No,
craft beer.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
they
think
you
are.
that
bank on that.
They
You can
are.
bank on
Oh,
that.
absolutely. And I
Sure.
think that's already settled. Everyone's moving to barrel aging. Everyone's trying to take space up. But it does take space and time, and it's expensive. And that's why these beers, so much craftsmanship has gone into this beer.
Mhm.
That's why it costs what it costs. That's
Yeah,
why it
yeah.
tastes.
And they come in the
how it
big old
tastes.
bottles,
Right.
and they're delicious. And
Take it to your next
Come on.
game night at your buddy's house.
be the baller. Be the baller.
Also hot.
And that's what, people are crap beer. They're drinking fucking whatever. You bust out something like this, they'll be like, holy schnikes. Just
like,
don't tell them
okay.
how much
Yeah,
you
they're
pay
like, I
for it.
spent 15 on this.
Yeah.
This pack. Like, well, I spent $40 on this one beer,
beer.
in your face.
And then just like drink it to the face.
Right, just pound it.
I think that I give this balsa hard beard,
Balsa hard beer. That's a
which
good
is in
rating.
excess of 4 beards.
That's 4+.
I think it's been all said. I don't need to say anything else. The only problem with any type of sour beer that I have come across at all, and it doesn't apply to this beer, but is if it went bad and it gets that rubbery kind of taste, or if it's too much vinegar. It's just vinegar tart, not sweetness. And this is almost at the point of being like vinegar, but then those lemons come in and save it. And just taking me to that edge of where I don't want to go, but allowing me to go closer to it, this beer is unbelievable. And it's that type of a beer that will open up someone's palate so much. I feel like, like you said, like, Cody, are you going to be drinking the sour beers from now on? I'm like, fuck, I think I'm going to go pick up a couple more sours, probably Cascades, on the way home because of what this beer is doing for me right now, just off the taste.
The only thing is heartburn.
does beautiful things with these type of beers. And 4 beards, straight up,
4 beers,
awesome.
so, yeah.
Booyah.
There ain't nothing wrong with it, right?
Four-
Say if there ain't
No.
nothing
Wrong
wrong.
with it.
I think I've
beard.
only given 4 beards out in over a year of me dominating, producing, and hosting the show.
And writing.
Yeah.
And working the board phones and doing hair, makeup, and etc.
And juggling
Say
Yes.
Diesel.
Saint Diesel. Did you
All
get some
right,
of this?
great lemon zest.
Lemon zest, bro. This is like biting into the fucking whole lemon, not lemon zest.
I love
Great
it.
lemon zest.
Okay, I don't want to interfere with
Do
your
not
rating.
intrude.
Yeah, this guy's
Let him do his
professional
rating,
waiter,
man.
Whatever.
Hold on,
bro.
I got to put my music.
Oh yeah. He's got his own. He's a sound
Mexican
guy.
Americans don't always get a gang fight.
They don't like
not
sours or style.
This is by Luciano
In
Pavarotti.
East LA.
They like football and rock and roll.
All I
Bruce
gotta say-
Springsteen and girls named Debbie too.
All I gotta say, Figaro.
Figaro. Yeah.
Very nice sour notes. It even lingers after. That's cool. You can taste the white wine in there. I like it has high percentage, especially when you're paying that much. So you won't really need that much. Expensive compared to good beer, but not when you compare it to champagne or good wine.
But, hey,
you're gonna be about paying that price.
Perfect
anyway.
point. Perfect point.
It's a higher ABV, so
Right.
it gets you that fucked up.
Just the question has to be asked, though. Is it worth it?
I feel the question has to be asked, but guys, I don't
so.
think that the price should factor into the rating of the beer.
Right.
This beer to me is fucking awesome.
Off the hook.
If you're gonna pay $500 for a 4 beer and you're willing to pay it, that it's worth what people are willing to pay. And like I said, motherfuckers are snatching this up. The shelves are
Snatch
empty.
it, snatch it, snatch it. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna give this a solid 4 beers.
4 beers. I
No
saw that
wrong with
coming.
it.
I saw that
Holy.
coming.
Do you see this guy with all the sound effects for his rating?
Yeah, dude, he goes all out for his
I
own
need
shit.
more sound effects, Shane.
He goes all out for his own
Hey,
shit.
Dino told me no sound effects for you guys.
Hey, sound effects for them.
I
Just
only
leave me
want
out of the sound
clapping. I
effects.
only want clapping and cheering.
Let's start beatboxing.
Rocka, 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 rocka.
So this Cascade is, like we said it all. It's delicious. It's great. It's all those things we were hoping for. It tastes like Sour Patch Kid lemon or whatever. It tastes like Warheads. It really has that flavor that makes me want more and more of it. I've always said this, I take smaller and smaller sips, just hoping this beer will never end. It's just one. It's that fucking good. Go ahead and spend $40 on this. This is a 4 beers. I don't, I can't critique this beer. Like this is perfect to me.
Let's give him a round of applause for real. Good job, Cascade.
Job,
Brewing.
Very
Cascade.
nice. All around.
Send me one.
The German
Cody
judge over
Brewing
there.
Drop.
German judge.
3.8. I think that's close to one of the highest ratings
Russian
ever
judge.
Oh,
Dictator.
on this side.
Whatever
of
the mean
table.
fuckers are. We're gonna go.
You could do better next time.
We're gonna take a
Perfect
short
score
break.
for Christy Yamaguchi, except for the Russian judge.
We're gonna take a short break. Get back with a beer on DFZ Radio. We're gonna come back with Brews News too. 562-653-0707. Let's talk trade. Let's talk whatever you got. Craft beer. We'll be back.
DFZRadio.com.
Motherfuckers wanna find me. First niggas gotta find me. What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy. Y'all don't know that don't shit phase. The next could go 0 for 82 when I look at you like this shit gravy. Ball so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even po be here. Ball so hard since we here. It's only right that we be fair. Psycho, I'm libo to go Michael. Take your pick. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan. Game 6, ball so hard, got a broke clock. Rollies that don't tick tock. All the Mars that's losing time, hidden behind all these big rocks. Ball so hard, I'm shocked too. I'm supposed to be locked up too. You escape, but I escape. You be in Paris getting fucked up too. Ball so hard, let's get faded. Liberties for like 6 days. Gold bottles, soul models, spilling ace on my sick days. So ball so hard, bitch behave. Just might let you meet gay. Shot towns, B-rolls, moving the next BK. Ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me. That shit crack. That shit crack. That shit crack. Ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me. That shit crack. That shit crack. That shit crack. She said, yeah, can we get married at the mall? I said, look, you need to crawl for your bar. Come and meet me in the bathroom style and show me why you deserve to have it all. Ball so hard, that shit crack. That shit crack. Ain't it, Jay? Ball so hard. What she order? What she order? Fish fillet. Ball so hard. Yo, whip so cold. So cold. This whole thing. Ball so hard. Act like you ever be around motherfuckers like this again. Who's your girl? Grab her hand. Fuck that bitch, she don't wanna dance. She's my friends, but I'm in France. I'm just saying, Prince Williams ain't do it right if you ask me. Cause I was him, I would've
Mary Kate and Ashley.
was Gucci my nigga? Was Louis my killer? Was drugs my dealer? What's that jacket, Margilla? Doctors say I'm the illest, cause I'm suffering from realness. Got my niggas in Paris, and they going gorillas, huh?
even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets
gross.
the people going.
Y'all so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me. Y'all so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me.
You are now watching the throne. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. These other niggas is lying, acting like the summer ain't mine.
I got that hot bitch in my home.
You know how many hot bitches I own? Don't let me get in my zone. 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 The stars is in the building. They hands to the ceiling. I know I'm about to kill it. How you know I got that feeling? You are now watching the throne. Don't let me into my zone. Don't let me into my zone. I'm definitely in my zone.
Legendary Blandino. Beer, 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 beer.
Enjoy these good tunes. Beer 30 will be back in just a couple minutes.
Roll up again, roll up, right in front of my friends. I was rocking like a star, closed down all the bars, and now I'm sitting in this folding cell. Sad but true, but I need you. Come get me out of jail, please, please. You're my only friend that I know, who's got something to live, post my bail. Cheese sandwich, orange juice. I've even had to fight to keep my shoes. I don't got no phone or credit cards to use. And it's late at night, but this cold leg car's gonna have to do. Sad but true, I need you. Come get me out of jail, please, please. You're my only friend that I know, who's got something to live, post my bail. Control. Ever had a problem, I'm out of control. It got surrendered and the cell smells like beer. Trying to wake someone up and get the hell out of here. Last thing I remember, I heard last call. My mind was controlled by alcohol. Oh man, I gotta get out of here. Now Peter is my angel, out there floating on the sea. Bill Bond's been once that boat so bad she don't need no ID. Jerry's down to bail you out. You better not mess him around, no, no. And I got caught with 10 pounds. Sad but true, well, I need you. Come get me out of jail, please, please. You're my only friend that I know, who's got something to live, post my bill. Roll up again, roll up, right in front of my friends. Roll
All right, DMZRadio.com. This is the show, Beer 30. I hope you've been watching all night. If you haven't been watching, you're blowing it because we just drank one of the greatest beers ever, Cascade Brewing, the Figaro.
Figaro.
Great beer, great
Yeah, and if you're
Great,
not
great,
watching, you could watch on dfzradio.com.
Is that a professional rating? Just great beer.
You give it 3 greats
It's just really great.
with the cherry on top.
I think it's perfect. If you're an extreme sour beer lover, you're going to love this beer. If mucho sour is too much for you, you may not like this one as much as we do.
Right.
But
We enjoyed it. Just to recap, I gave it a 3.8 beards. Everyone else gave it 4 goddamn beards, which comes out to 3.9999 beards.
You were right. I was wrong.
And so
That's
number
for sure.
3, so far we've had the Hauling Oats by Tenaya Creek.
Yeah.
Number
Vegas.
2 was the Figaro Sour by Cascade Brewing. And number 3 tonight is what? Do you know?
City of the Sun for Modern Times,
Nice.
the brand new Modern Times IPA.
Been hearing a lot about that.
Always the great description on the front of the bottle. This one's called Hoppy Juicy IPA. That's pretty good. That's what I look
great
for in
description.
an IPA. Hoppy and juicy.
Sounds good.
That's better than just hoppy and like non-juicy.
Yeah, you gotta have that
Hoppy
juice.
and
Get that juice in
You
there.
gotta have that juice.
dry.
This thing's a 7.5 ABV. The thing is, I'm still savoring the flavor on the sour beer, and I'm trying to.
I know, you're
just
still
I'm
drinking
just
the
trying to
Hour and a
stretch it
half
out
show,
here.
bro.
Oh, what's that thing?
Dude, I'm trying to stretch it out, buddy.
Dino doesn't have the resources for a $40 beer after the show.
What's going on?
So, I mean, I'll take a sip if you. Or I'm still drinking the sour
Here,
too. God
what
damn
else-
it!
Me too.
Should I just go right into Brews?
No,
We
News?
have to go into
I-
Brews News because I have to finish
I
this.
pounded mine. Let me start
We'll
this
we'll
one
get
off.
you, but you have to go into Brews
We'll
News.
just
please.
go right in to Brews News on Beer 30.
There you go.
Coming up first on Brews News, Lagunitas drops their suit against Sierra Nevada
Yeah,
for the IPA.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
read about
You can
that?
see that coming.
After
So-
the expose done by Brews News, they dropped
Right,
it.
exactly.
That's
This is a
right.
follow-up.
Investigative reporting.
Last couple weeks, we were following how originally there was a couple, trademark suits. Originally, Lagunitas was using 420 in their in their bottle art and so forth. And Sweetwater out of Georgia sent them a cease and desist letter
Did the
to
fog
stop
just
using
roll
that
in?
because they have a Pale
Fog
Ale
machine.
420 trademark.
Poppy fog.
After that, Lagunitas sued Sierra Nevada for their Hop Hunter IPA, which the logo, if you've seen it, it has big IPA font and everything. They claim that Sierra Nevada copied their own big IPA logo. So it's not the trademark of the term IPA, which is what most people
it's
were
the
pissed
print
off
of
about.
the IPA
it's the print,
itself.
it's the font, everything
Yeah,
else.
the font.
But Lagunitas founder Tony McGee, right,
Mr. McGee?
dropped the suit after a barrage of negative tweets from beer fans around the world.
Damn, social
So-
media has the power.
Exactly. We talk about social media on here, and
We
it
are
was,
social
you know,
media.
they
There's like
came
people
on, and for better, or for worse, he relented and dropped the suit, and so now you can put IPA on your beer with no infringement. You can't trademark
Wait,
IPA.
no, but
for
it-
the love of-
But if you saw the logo, they
That
were
would be
kind of
some
similar,
bullshit,
but they
Kinda.
weren't. They
Yeah,
weren't enough.
It's letters put together. They weren't the same font, the same size, different color labels.
Yeah.
It's like
It was a
get
little
over it.
hidden from the. It was like in the background a little bit too. It wasn't even close.
Too
to my
far-fetched.
It was
Right.
dick measuring.
It's just
Exactly.
like,
I
come
think
on.
he was pissed about.
We talked
the
about it
other
before.
thing.
Just make
But-
the simple phone call. They'll answer you. You could talk it out before you like file suits, and it could be a publicity thing. Who knows? A
Hey,
good.
we're talking about
Yeah,
it.
just get them in the news a little bit. Who
Well,
knows?
let's stop
Get
talking
him
about it. What's
into
next?
Brews News. Coming up next, colleges in Michigan are offering the nation's first sustainable brewing program
That's
at
what I'm talking about.
the university level.
Is it Michigan State?
It's West Michigan University partnering up with Kalamazoo Valley Community College. You know, Kalamazoo is just finishing their beer festival. week.
Kalamazoo Eagles. If you don't
Uh-huh.
know that, yeah,
They're they're just finishing. They just had a beer festival. There's a lot of craft beers in Western Michigan, craft beer breweries, and Kalamazoo had a big beer festival that's just finishing up. So
Kalamazoo.
it's kind of coincidence that they're announcing this beer program, but WMU and KVCC, they're teaming up for a craft brewing program focused on sustainability. So this is the first of its kind in the nation. All other brew programs are just basic brew programs focusing on beer science and so forth. This one actually focuses on water sustainability, which is one of the biggest issues in craft brewing.
Especially when it never rains.
In our nation.
When it never rains
in general, right. So you can get your associates from Kalamazoo, and you can get your bachelor's from West Michigan University. They have a reputation for water sustainability, so it goes right. That's why it makes sense that they're going to host this brewery sustainability program. And did you know that Michigan is the 10th in the nation for craft beer sales?
I thought they would be higher.
Drinking some beer.
I mean, that's pretty high for their population. Question. How do we incorporate sustainability into the brewing industry? Something to think about, Dino.
Man.
Number 3.
And then, can I say something, though?
Man.
Aside from that's awesome, and Kalamazoo is probably the best name for a city I've ever heard.
Ever.
I know, it sounds like...
But there are breweries doing the same
instrument.
type of things, but now integrating it into the educational process. I love it, but the guys at Rogue, they're doing a lot of things. They grow their own hops and all that stuff. And there's some other spots I can't offhand that...
there's a lot, and you're
so
right.
green
That's
friendly, a lot of these breweries.
sustainability. Stones. We visited
conscious.
Stone Farms with the Heavy Tea Grow Show, where we went and toured the farms. Are growing their own things to put into their beers and so forth.
They're doing it legit, like just worms. Like they grow their own worm, like have their own worm farm, and they just put them in. It's legit organic stuff.
Everything.
Growing worms is
not growing. You know what I meant, but
well, it is. It's
ask
like
my cat.
That's like the basis of the system.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's it. And that's exactly what they partnered with 10 local Western Michigan breweries to give them their insight that they already, had. And so part of what this program aims to, it sees that the craft beer world is exploding and you have all these new breweries. So they're trying to bring in science education with sustainability so that there's even more of a conscious effort to
and there's jobs to be had. There's good jobs to be had.
It's industry. It's
I'm
a
all for
billion-dollar industry. in
Sustainability, but I don't want to drink beer with reclaimed water.
Ooh,
Delicioso.
Yeah, this is extra minerals.
I already shower in it in Long Beach.
Yum.
Well, you do too, bro. You shower in sewage.
Number 3 on the new
That's why we
Brews
smell so fucking
News
good.
Yes.
headlines. We
So
always
like
have a
your
little
fish.
technology segment, and this touches on the latest technology when it comes to self-service. Self-service beer taps are here, my friends.
Just getting rid of more American jobs, dude.
The company Pour My Beer launched in
Pour My Beer.
Chicago in 2009. Its business is growing exponentially.
Keep the bartenders in our job, please.
It
Fuck
is
that
now in over 200 restaurants and bars in 28 states, expanding into Canada, Brazil, and Italy. What happens is, at some of these places, what happens is you get a wristband or a card when you place an order for so many
So
beers.
that verifies your age?
Yeah.
Right, it verifies your age and how many beers you're having. And so then they'll have walls, or even it'll be right at your table where you just have a tap and you just scan your card, and then it'll fill exactly what their size glasses are.
Yeah, you can get whatever you can get whatever size you want too. So 1 ounce, 3 ounce, 4 ounce. So you pay by the
and
ounce.
then it just subtracts from your account, or you just pay as you go.
Isn't there some dude behind there that's watching everything?
There's got to be somebody working the place, but
well, no, the machine is It won't give out beer unless you have an account already going. Your ID's already checked.
Some of them
your name's already in it. You can't just walk up to and start serving yourself beer. It's not just beer taps. It's like a computer system that regulates
you scan, you pour, and it charges you. Just like Lyft or just like Uber, it charges you straight to your phone. You set up a credit card account, whatever it is.
They're going to start having these at
I don't
airports.
like it.
I don't like it either.
It started because if you ever been at a bar on a busy night and you can't get a fucking beer because there's only one bartender and you have to wait 20 minutes.
Now there's contaminants. People are touching that shit, doing stuff to it.
Hold on. Now I fucking love it. You're right. You're right, Cody. I love it now.
You never have to
You're
wait
not
in
just
line.
gonna
You
walk
just sit
up-
at your table
I get to drink more
and
beer.
drink beer.
You're still gonna wait in line.
Some
and
people
are
wanna
gonna
be
fuck
served.
with it.
Moral of the story. We
more
need
beer.
one of these at our designated table at Beechwood.
Just buy a kegerator.
I mean, it would come in handy.
And
not
that
allowed back
rounds out
Man.
this edition of Brew's News.
Keep humans working.
Automation is here. We just have to adapt.
You
Hey.
better start listening to Howard Stern on the reg. You just become the next Howard Stern of beer. You're set, bro.
There you go.
They can't replace
you
you
go.
with a machine.
I just need a few like retarded people that like hang around and talk. I guess.
Then
There
we
you
better
go,
leave,
bro.
bro.
That's the thing.
We better leave then and get him Horty Chris and Dr. Duck.
Sorry
gonna
for
just
if
ease
that
on
word
in.
offended anyone. See, Howard Stern wouldn't say that. Howard Stern wouldn't apologize.
I'm so
Oh, wait, am I drinking all this?
Yeah, no,
little
well,
bit,
no.
but
Say,
you
say,
already
say, say. We all got some.
Oh, so that's not...
Say,
okay.
Balls
Let me do the...
Balls so hard,
Let me
motherfucker.
do this.
There you go, little label love right
Taste
there.
Bud Light.
Modern
it out.
Times, San Diego. If you haven't been there, check it out. Great little spot.
Every single day. Taste Bud Light.
Really artistic, little cool spot. They got some books on the shelves you can read if you want.
Taste Bud
But
Light.
it's just a cool, kind of trendy looking spot.
Every single day.
Good beer. We drink them here all the time on the show. Pregame almost every show with them. This is their new IPA called City of the Sun. Like I said, 7.5 ABV, 85 IBUs. It's going to be hopped up with Mosaic, Simcoe, and Mutuka. Mutuka. I don't know what the last one is exactly
Hakuna
pronounced.
Matata.
Akuma Matata's hops.
Hakuna Matata.
This has that good
was Hall
dank
Notes,
hop.
Yeah.
It has a big fruity hop, but a big dank.
Smells like
earthy
oranges
hop.
to me, man.
I'm
It's
wasted.
got a really
getting,
citrusy,
like-
orangey, very citrus heavy aroma to it.
I mean, look
It
at this
does.
thing. Just pours a nice, golden haze. I didn't get too much froth, minimal head at all, but comes up for me like a fruity, but also mixed in with that earth danky smell.
No, it definitely has that. It definitely has that resiny, danky, like hoppy, heavy hop feel to it.
Is this a double or just an IPA?
It's a 7.5, so no, it's just a single. It's a regular IPA.
Still on the higher end.
How did they describe it? Juicy and fruity. What did they call it? But hoppy and juicy.
Hoppy.
And that's really what it is. It's super hoppy. It's got that dry, bitter finish to it. But a bunch of like orange and citrus on the front end of it. The back end is all pure heavy hops. It's a great beer. The aroma doesn't hit me in the face like I would want it to. A lot of other IPAs may pack a heavier punch on the aroma, but it does have a nice aroma. But it's not one of those like hit you in the face ones.
What are you sipping on over there, Hoppy Tea? Are you candy fight again? You got a candy fight?
No, check it out. Check it out. Now I'm gonna drop it like it's hot for you. Okay.
Please drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's
I think that not our host, our co-host, our main host Dino has been hanging out with Beer Jesus, so he's modern times. A little
The
bit.
beer.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I do. love
I
this
like
one.
most of
We call him
modern.
Jesus.
I like most of modern times beers. This beer is not anything horrible, but it's a typical West Coast beer. I am not big on the malt backbones of IPAs. In fact, I like a good balance. I think that this is not in balance with the malt in it. I wish it had a little bit more forward malt. The color is good. The flavor is good. It is very citrusy.
Wow.
Smells great, but for me, it's typical. And if I'm gonna drink a West Coast IPA, I'm gonna go to my favorite, which is Green Flash.
Oh, well, yeah. In my mind, it's not exactly
Boga.
typical. It is a West Coast IPA. I wouldn't call it typical. I've only had a couple sips here, so I'm like obviously not an expert on the beer, but it's just got a really super orangey, citrusy flavor on the forefront, and then ends with a bitter, hoppy taste. And the standard kind of West Coast has just become this kind of from beginning to end smooth, kind of just well-rounded beer. Right. This one is kind of strong on the fruit flavor, strong on the hoppy flavor, and it really packs a big fruit punch. It's like a fruit punch IPA. It's really great.
It's a good beer. I agree. It'll be good.
On the back, the description, which I haven't read till to now, it says awesome IPA loaded with sticky, fruity, new wave, redolent of melon, lime, and citrus notes. The flavor is a complex and is aggressive, featuring a stiff bitterness and powerful tropical hop characteristics. So we're right on the money with how it comes, and it's exactly what they're trying to purvey is what I'm picking up. So that's a good thing.
Is this a complex beer to you?
I really do think it is, yeah.
Right.
But the only thing that's lacking is the aroma, because I said it earlier.
Maybe after that Cascade, I got that
for sure.
a super sour sweetness going, but it's just, it's a good beer. I can't say anything bad about it, but like I said before, there's other West Coast IPAs that I would rather drink.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. But right now, this is my first go at this one. I love to see new beers like this come in because, I'm love. What are you thinking, Coach?
So we talked about their beers. They've been coming out with a couple new beers, right? I mean,
they just had their sours come out, which is huge. I didn't, you had to be on it. You had to be on the internet, like ordering.
Oh, that's
right
what we
there.
talked about. They sold out within. They did it like ticket sales, and they sold out within like the first minute.
It's so crazy these days. Unless you like got mad money and you're like want to just sit there on the internet, like a gnarly concert ticket, like a hard to get concert ticket. That's how these have become.
Well, the bottle trades, they're worth their weight with like the stuff you can't get out here.
Oh, yeah.
If you can get a hold of some good West Coast beers and find someone in Michigan, you get some founders out here back and forth, you're styling.
And so is this their when did this one come out?
Just recently.
Last couple weeks?
Yeah, last couple weeks. These guys, if you don't know, they've only been open since 2013. May 18th of 2013, they brew their first batch. So they haven't been around long, but they have done a lot in their short time.
They've gone hard.
Yeah, for sure.
I drink their Tropical Islands.
They go big or they go
their,
homeless.
Loma Land on the regular. I dig Modern Times.
Oh, great beer, like I said. But this one already, we just had what's the tropical wheat? I'm drawing a blank on the
Fortunate Islands.
Yeah, Fortunate Islands. That used to be one of my favorite beers out there. This one smashes that beer. This beer is bomb.
Well, I agree, but I like IPAs a lot better as well. So, like when we talk about this is a style of beer that we like better than other beers, I agree. That's what I said. It's a good beer, but again, it's not like, oh my God, this is like just amazing me.
I urge you to try this again tomorrow when you maybe you haven't had a couple beers. I think
that's a good idea. You should buy me a couple.
I think you'll think twice about it. Honestly,
I'll try it.
No, I'll drink it. I'll drink it every single time.
This is too new to have like a beer advocate rating. So there's nothing out there besides what you think yourself. So grab one. They're fresh as fresh can be. They're hoppy and juicy and fruity, and that's what they are. It's a nice little beer to add.
Maybe it's just a little bit of being spoiled with all the great IPAs that have come out over the last couple years here on the West Coast and across the nation. It's one of those things like, oh great, another sports car, and it has all the bells and whistles, and it goes 100 miles an hour. But it's just like how many times can I drive that fast? I want something new and exciting, and it's just maybe that's a pinnacle that we're coming to in the craft beer community with certain styles of beer that they've just been done so many times. It comes to a point of what else can you do to it to make it unique. And I guess I look for more uniqueness than just middle of my road wheelhouse.
You have a higher expectation.
This is in my wheelhouse. I will drink this all the time. Like I said, it's a good beer.
You're looking for the new thing, the novelty.
Not novelty.
This is, like you say, a classic West Coast, very resiny, very piney, balanced on the hop side with citrus, and that tropical fruit. I'm digging this beer.
I'm digging it, yeah.
Can you dig it? Quote, I'm digging this beer.
Can you dig it? Come on, say.
What?
Can you dig it?
Oh, you
Is
erased
that what you had on it? That's
what I wanted to add.
What bank did you put it on?
I guess I'm kind of standing alone because I really do like this beer. Modern Times has put out, like I said, quite a few beers in their short time. Just off the get-go, only having a few ounces here. I really love this one. It's one of my favorites I've had in a while.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm going to jump into my ratings.
Yeah, let's get ratings. Say, what did you think about it?
Saint, Start it off.
All right, I'm getting the.
Oh, sorry, he didn't even talk about it.
Definitely a bitterness right off the bat, strong bitterness, which I'm not big on. It has a dry finish. Definitely has a juicy fruit flavors. Definitely resiny. So I'm gonna give this 2.9 beards. Not my favorite.
Yeah.
You know, I had a better version of this beer before. It was called Citraholic from Beechwood.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I'll eat that. I mean, this one just pours what are these guys doing?
What are they
It just pours a beautiful orange late sunset haze. It's balanced with fruit and resin in the nose. You definitely get it that it's fresh. It's a pungent, earthy, plenty of good earthy smells to it. But then you take a big sip, and you get that tropical flavor. It's dank, earthy, the good bitterness.
Call it a swing blade.
Finishes dry.
It's a lullaby.
You're bitter linger. I'm gonna give it
You're
3.5 beers.
3.5 beers. See, that's a good rating. I like
Okay,
that
so
rating.
let me go so you don't think that I'm a dick from everything that I'm saying.
No,
but we can't suck
to
off
each
every
their-
company that
no,
we
to
are
each
a
their
dick.
own. You're gonna like the beer. You're not.
I think it's a good beer. I told you I like the freaking beer.
I'm just saying. Everybody's
Okay,
gonna
it's
rate it
just,
different.
it's just I've had it before. And when I look at certain things, if I'm going to grab something, I want it to be purely unique more often than not. This beer is a really good beer. The Modern Times, what is it? The Joy of Sunshine on my head?
The Joy of Sunshine. No, the City of Sun. City of the Sun.
The City of Sun? I just thought it was Michael Franti.
The
It's
Joy
the
of Sunshine.
of sunshine coming down.
Nice.
What do you have for the third song
I'm
breakdown?
singing now.
What do you have for the third
I'm giving it a
breakdown?
3.
Solid
Above
beer.
average.
3
a
beers.
really good beer.
All right.
That's 3 beers.
What, you gonna give me the stank guy now?
no, I just wanted to.
Dino,
I
give
like
us-
to
I'm
piss
staying the
you
whole
off.
show this
I like
time.
to piss you off.
Give us the legendary rating.
Let's make noises now.
I clearly like this beer.
Noise time.
It's a really good beer that had all those characteristics that I like in IPA. It's fruity, tropical notes. It's got that a bunch of dry bitterness. Even on the aroma, you smell those fresh hop pellets. It's not as much as I wanted, but it's there. It's just a great beer all around. I think a 3.5 is a fair rating. I'm going to piggyback
That's a
your
very good
3.5
rating, yeah.
Get in on
that beer
Get
and on
in
beer
on
rating.
it.
Good
Let
beer.
me put you on the spot, Dino. To make it a 4,
3.5
what would they
beers.
need?
A much
More aroma.
a much heavier aroma and maybe just a more balanced feel across it, because at first it's that heavy tropical note and then it goes into the bitterness. Maybe just a smoother transition into that. That's really being picky, but this is a great beer.
Okay, it's a very good beer.
Very delicious.
It's a good beer.
Modern Times.
Not
Go
great.
pick it up. City of the Sun IPA.
I'll go to Modern Times and drink this all day. I'll drunk.
We're going to take our last break and we're going to come back with a couple special guests and
Special
special
guests?
beers.
But I'm here. I'm special.
You're special. You're always
Even
special.
more
I
special
know.
than you.
I know, but we'll be
Fish
back.
fillet. Every single day.
DMZRadio.com.
Fish fillet. Every single
Beer
day.
30 562-653-0707.
DMZRadio.com.
Armageddon is a deadly day. Armageddon is a deadly way. They're coming for you every day. While senators on a holiday. The army recruiters in the parking lot. Hustling the kids, they're juggling pot. Listen, young man, listen to my plan. Gonna make you money, gonna make you a man. Bam, bam. Here's what you get. An M16 and a Kevlar vest. You might come home with one less leg, but this thing will surely keep a bullet at your chest. So come on, sign up, come on. This one's nothing like Vietnam, except for the bullets, except for the bombs, except for the youth that's gone. So we keep it on till you're coming home. Higher and higher, fire, fire, fire. Light up, yeah, light up, fire, fire, fire. So we keep it on till you're coming home. Higher and higher, fire, fire, fire. Light up, yeah, light up, fire, fire, fire. Yeah.
body count. We're killing so efficiently we can't keep count. In the Afghan hills, the rebels still fighting. Opium fields keep on providing the best heroin that money can buy. And nobody knows where Osama been hiding. The press conferences keep on lying like we don't know, so we keep it on till you're coming home. Higher and higher, fire, 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 light up, you light up, fire, fire, fire. So we keep it on till you're coming home. Higher and higher, fire, 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 light up, you light up, fire, fire, fire. Yeah, so me say engine number 9. Machine guns on a New York transit line. The war for oil is a war for the beast. The war on terror is a war on peace. Telling you they're gonna protect you and telling you if they support the troops. And don't let them fool you with the milk and honey. No, they only want your money. One step forwards and 2 step back. 1 step forward and 2 step back. Why the veterans get no respect? PTSD and a broken back. Take a look at where your money's gone. Seen. Take a look at what they spend it on. No excuses, no illusions. Light up your lighter, bring them home, so we keep it on till you're coming home. Higher and higher, fire, fire, fire. Light up your lighter, fire, fire, fire. So we keep it on till you're coming home. Higher and higher, fire, fire, fire. Light up your lighter, fire, fire, fire. So we keep it on, yeah, till you're coming home. Higher and higher, fire, fire, fire. Light up your lighter, fire, fire, fire. So we keep it on till you're coming home. Higher and higher, fire, fire, fire. Light up your lighter, fire, fire, fire. Yeah. Fire, fire, fire. Yeah, you know, so light up your lighter. Yeah. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. They got me fucked up right now on that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Got us fucked up in here on that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Got us fucked up out here on that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. They got me fucked up right now on that bullshit. Same nigga hump the beat like a pussy. Fucking right, I put the dick on the track. Same nigga, you got out of jail. Same nigga that's about to do that. So what the rapper got 90 more days. Should've never hit that bitch in the head. I know she pushing, you probably felt played. But the next time you gon' walk your ass away. Get your shit together. Nigga, get your mind right. Every nigga in is smarter than Albert Einstein, looking at it from hindsight. Hope the shit start sinking in. For us to sell, you be stinking in. No bitches, no titties, no pussy prints. Tell me why the fuck you wasn't thinking in. I said, the judge said, my ass. Tell your people how much that you're missing me. You love them talking to them from behind that glass. Hello, canteen line. I'm playing about 5 racks. Let me get that in coffee and hygiene and stamps and bugler packs. You mad cause I'm moving fast, so you're using that. Now you're out here talking shit. But bitch, I'm used to that. Bitch, I never give up. I said I never go back. But judging from the way the ball done bounce, I might get to see my nigga mad. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. They got me fucked up right now on that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Got us fucked up in here on that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Got us fucked up out here on that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. They got me fucked up right now on that Tryna do me like a low-down dog. Treat me like a hand-packed freak. A mother like a one-leg gimp. Or something like a four-eyed geek. Cause you're up in there huffing and puffing. Talking about a lying cheat. Bitch, I want you out of my house. She said I want you off of these streets. Hold up, I'm sorry, baby. Ain't gotta be all that. You know how much I love you. Don't do nothing crazy. No man, you get no pass. You might as well pack your bags. In court standing next to the DA. My revocation hearing like kiss my ass. Say goodbye to those shows. And peace out to those beats. Tell them how I got you out your truck. Yeah, nigga, hand over those keys. There you go, take it, baby. It's yours, darling. Turn the motherfucker sideways. Stuff that bitch where you sit on the toilet. Excuse me from speaking in tongues. But she forgot about the charger. I know I should've never bought the charger. Now the bitch got me out there for some charges. Guess it, go like that. And to be like that. Mama said knock that lightweight out. 81 days, you gon' be right back. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. They got me fucked up right now on that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Got us fucked up in here on that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Got us fucked up out here on that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. Nigga, that's that bullshit. They got me fucked up right now on that bullshit.
Psychic spies from China try to steal your mind's elation. And little girls from Sweden dream of silver screen quotation. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's the edge of the world in all of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication. Pay your surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your chin or is that war you're waging? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Mary McGill, be my ferry to the world, be my very own constellation. A teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high on information. And buy me a star on a boulevard, it's Californication. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. In Cobain, can you hear the sphere singing songs off station to station? And Alderon's not far away, it's Californication. Born and raised by those that praise control of
Damn. That was a mess getting everybody in here. All right. Beer 30 here on DFZRadio.com. Rocking out some chili peppers. Fucking, I hope you're still there. We're going to drink some more beer. We got some special guests coming in. We got
Almost took down the whole fucking operation.
we got a bunch of people, and I'm going to have you introduce yourselves. I'm going to start over here, way
I'm
over
Hoppy
in the
T.
corner.
Hoppy T over here.
Hey, you got a mic? You got everything? Is there a mic? Oh, hold on. Let's start right here. Ryan, introduce yourself, please.
Hey man, I'm Ryan DeVitt. I'm from Seal Beach, California. Been going to Beachwood basically since they opened. And my beer hobby has turned into an obsession via trading, going to every brewery
Lives
in the area.
have been ruined over this.
My wallet's been emptied. And just very passionate about craft beer and love the industry. So thanks for having me on.
Hoppy T still here.
And I will add to Ryan's resume that he is a constant heavy tea ball buster. Every time I sing my Beachwood, he's busting my balls.
Somebody's got to.
Golf clap.
Somebody's got to.
I'm Hoppy T. I'm awesome.
Hey
Josh?
guys, how's it going? I'm Josh O'Biden. I was with Beachwood 3.5 years. Still love those guys. Still part of my great family. Please go visit them. Now I've been currently up at Smog City for about 6 months and having the time of my life. Please come visit us as well. We're having a great time. We'd
Big
love
weekend
to
for
have you
Smog
up there.
What are you doing over there?
Working in the tap room, doing a little grunt work in the brewery, a little labeling, whatnot. Yeah, working my way up. Hopefully Porter this year will allow me to.
You're the utility man.
Maybe I'll be able to throw a little brew in the mix this year.
You already dropped your wild yeast into some things, haven't you?
Oh yeah, we had a. Come on, hey guys, hush your mouth. Come on. No, but we're having a great fun, guys. And you know what? We really appreciate everybody coming up for the barrel release this Saturday. We released our Imperial Stout that's bourbon barrel aged for 364 days. That was our Infinite Wishes. And you know what? We really appreciate everybody coming out. We actually sold out of all of the bottles in 2 hours and 45 minutes, which is like our... Yeah, it was a record for Smog City, and we really appreciate all the customers coming out. Please come support us, guys. We've had a great time with you. We'll try to do everything we can to keep you guys coming out and keep you excited.
Tell us what Infinite Wishes was. Because nobody got it except for a few.
Right. No, perfect. Well, Infinite Wishes essentially is our we do an Imperial Stout called the Nothing. I believe we may have a picture of it right here for you.
And we're all drinking it right
Absolutely,
now.
Absolutely, fantastic beer.
Is that what we're having right here?
Yes, it is. It's a double chocolate Imperial Stout. Usually rates in right at about 9.3 to 9.5% alcohol. We took that same beer. We took out a little bit of the cocoa nibs to put it in the barrel. We didn't want the lacto to take over for us, but and we amped up the recipe just a hint. But yeah, we had it in the barrel just short of a year, and you know what? We're really excited about the way it turned out. It turned out at 12% alcohol, and it's not hot at all. I really believe it's a great quaffable beer. So anybody that has the opportunity to check it out, please do.
My only problem so far with it is that you only gave me this little taster, bro.
Well, hopefully we'll have some Infinite Wishes.
It's like a dark chocolate. You left that. It is. It's not milk chocolatey at all. It's like that Dove dark chocolate bar.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have some bottles of Infinite Wishes, the bourbon barrel, for you like here pretty soon. We'll all meet up and get together and handle that.
Show. Yeah,
and for anybody who has, pardon me, who wasn't available to get a bottle, please visit the tap room. We still have it on draft, so you're more than welcome to come up and try it on draft. And so we will have that for you.
We got to introduce. We have somebody else hiding in the corner over there. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
I'm Stephanie.
Hi. I just love craft beer. I get to reap the benefits of dating a craft beer nerd.
Do you ever just rate his fridge and see if he notices if it's gone or not?
I try. It's really hard. He kind of has it under lock and key, but I try.
It is a pretty great fridge.
I'm kind of
a great fridge.
A whore for sours, so I try my hardest, but he has them under lock and key.
This thing was amazing.
I'm really jealous.
This thing was
I could take a bath in anything that Cascade makes.
Yeah, right.
That's the only reason she's still dating me. So
I hope I say it correctly, but the Nuyo is one of my favorite sours from Cascade.
Absolutely.
I love that.
To get back to Smog City a little bit, you had it's the barrel collection, right? It's the barrel age collection.
It is part of the collection.
Is that the first one, or is this?
It is not. It is not. We've had multiple in the series. Actually, just a couple months ago, I'm sure a lot of people that are familiar with Smog City have tried the Saison Contraire, even which was our Saison with Brettanomyces.
The wild.
Exactly, the wild yeast collection as well. We did have one before that. Goodness, you'll have to excuse me for not remembering what exactly it
happens.
was.
It happens.
But no, if everybody's interested in barrel aged stuff, we have a lot of the bourbon barrel aged coming up. We also have been as you know, producing a lot of sour barrels, which we're really excited about.
Hey, you go to their brewery and there's just walls of barrels already marked up with what's in them, and they're just sitting waiting for us to drink them in the future.
That is correct. And actually, like
Very nice.
And behind the walls where people can't even see, we actually have like a little bit more of a collection going back there, just for exciting things to come in the future.
Experimental research and development, as
you can't let the public see everything.
This beer is and
I love you guys. Come on.
We just had it on tap a couple nights ago. We went down there for the release, and I gotta say it's got a little more bite off this bottle than it did on tap. On tap, it had a bunch of chocolate notes, but this one's got a little like roasty note to it. And I just noticed that the little difference off the bottle to tap for sure.
No, I highly agree. Yeah, that's a great observation.
But it's still delicious.
And also at the brewery, what's really cool right now, we actually have the 2014 and 2015 version of the Nothing On. So if you want to come up and like check out some variations, like please do. Please.
And then you were looping the movie or like Never-Ending Story or whatever the whole time.
We were
awesome.
We were.
That's a big loop. If you were there long enough to notice they were looping it, the problem is yours, not theirs. That's like a 3.5
I do have
movie.
a problem. We've all known this for a long time.
That movie is like forever. Flying on the big Shih Tzu, it's like, oh.
Never-Ending Story, trademark to whatever company that they are with. Yes, please. Thank you.
So Ryan, I know you're in here. I want to talk about trading. I know you do trading a lot. You're into that. You really kind of score some crazy bottles that I love to partake in when you're I'm lucky enough to be around when you pop them. But what would you like? Let's just like
you're lucky enough to be around me.
I mean, around him. Around him is what I said. You heard that wrong. I was lucky enough to be around him when he popped it. But give us a scenario like the bottle that they just came out with. The Nothing. If that came out and you were to trade that, like what would you have to trade or what would you want to get for that? Like how does that work? Where do you set the basis for that?
Really quickly, if I may interject, I believe you're talking about probably the Infinite
Wishes.
Yeah.
That's
sold
out.
Would be the one.
I'm sorry.
The bourbon barrel aged. No, of course.
Yeah.
So, at the very base of it, what it is what someone else is willing to trade for it.
Yeah.
But to begin, it was a very low bottle count. It was under 100 cases. So that's something that, just based on that, is going to demand something pretty good quality. And it's going to be something that is, a similar rarity and distributed probably only out of a certain brewery, out of... at best in a small city.
Even West Coasters are going to want to trade you for this because it's such a limited edition.
I have a really good friend in Northern California who's all over this, who's very interested in getting it, just because he's had the non-barrel aged version and he loved that. So why not barrel age it and send it to the next level? So point being is it's going to command a very similar beer of similar rarity, and generally most traders are on that level where they know what their rarity is, and they're willing to give it up for your rarity.
Well, everybody has a whale, and that's where that term comes from. It's something you can't find. It's hard. You've been hunting it for a long time, and it keeps eluding you. And so sometimes you just get really lucky with somebody who's just like, I'll give you everything for this one beer. And you can score that way.
And that's kind of going on right now with a bottle called Kiwi Herman that just came out from Alpine.
Well, I will give you, come on.
And people are willing to trade 8 bottles of extremely quality stuff, whether that be rare barrel.
They're willing to trade 8 balls. Damn.
Whoa.
You name it, they're willing to trade it.
Well, Alpine is amazing.
Yeah, Alpine was always amazing. And
Dino will actually give you a handy for that.
Maybe a little more.
There's things I would do.
As long as you don't mind the tickle of his mustache.
Because we only had a couple ounces of this, let's go ahead and get a quick rating of this and pop another beer before we run out of time, get shut down by the big man over here.
Yeah, we're shut down already.
Cody, show him how it's done, please.
I didn't get any.
Well, then you don't get to fucking rate. I'm sorry you didn't get any. I'm sorry you didn't
apparently
get
he got a whole lot of nothing.
I'm sorry you didn't get any beer.
I got nothing of the
Nobody's willing to share. It's already gone. I'm sorry, man.
You want my last zip code? We're brothers.
We're brothers.
I've been with the same woman for 12 years or so.
Sounds like a risk.
I'm doing a pass. It's a herpy for you.
So Josh, I want you to rank
this is a herpy-free zone, brother.
the beer that you work, the place that you work for. Can you do that?
Absolutely, I could.
Out of 4 beers, 4 is perfect. 4 beers is how we rank our beers.
Okay.
Is the perfect beer. 0 beers, a clean-shaven face, if you may say so.
So 4 being the best double chocolate imperial stout I've ever had.
Yes.
Like, by far, I would have to give this a 3.5.
Boom.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I love the rating. I love the honesty.
Well, I mean, just because I work at the brewery doesn't mean that I can't be critical.
Like, no. We have a lot of breweries in here, and they're either
I love
not
beer, man. I
rate.
drink a lot of beer every day, and I love it, and I love the beer
dude.
community.
He's like, thank you, sucker.
So,
This is great. Fist full day. Every single day.
Oh, peace out. Wait, am I still on the mic? No.
Your birthday was a couple nights ago. This man brought a beer, a reserve beer from the brewery. He poured it, no label on it. This guy just guessed it out of the blue. To guess a brewery beer is not the easiest thing to do, and that speaks for your palate, how long you've been in the game, and what you understand about beer.
Well, I just really appreciate it, and I love the brewery, man. I can't act like I haven't tried almost every beer they've produced, because I really appreciate those guys. I've known them for years, and the beers they produce are really fun, and they have a really great following, and I can just always appreciate. People always ask me, they're like, "Man, you're in the beer community. Is it like heavy competition?" And I'm like, no, it's not really heavy competition. What it is more so a heavy community.
A family.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good. Can I get my cup back? If you're not gonna drink it?
Oh, yes. Yeah. If he's not going to drink it, you should. Yeah.
I know you've been in the middle of it all, but even us being on the outskirts, we feel the love from the community. They show us lots of love, and we're just these guys enjoying their beers. And we've been lucky enough to have on a bunch of people on the show, and just out of the kind. They just take their own free time. Of course, they believe in their product and they want to talk about it. But, it's just, they're so generous. The community's so nice. Everybody you meet, like you go to any bottle share, whatever, everybody just wants to be friends. And it's a really good scene, and that's what it's become. Even people who don't love craft beer, they, on Saturday night, we're going to a brewery and we're all going out there and it's going to be fun. And, and it's become this thing, it's become so popular that even non-craft beer drinkers, that's what they want to do on their vacation or on their Saturday night.
Breweries are destinations for couples,
Mm-hmm.
for parties, all these things. And it's not just people that want to get fucked up. They want to enjoy good beer. And I got to say, dude, that Imperial Stout we just had, we talked about Imperial Stouts earlier on.
Double chocolate.
And how... it seems to be more of an in style of beer that a lot of people are brewing themselves now, or have several different types on their tap list this time of year. And I hate the booziness of certain Imperial Stouts and stuff. That right there, no booziness. It's a dark chocolate stout, and I really haven't had it with that type of forward chocolate flavors the same way. I guess I'm more used to the milk stouts and that milk chocolate flavor. But dude, I'm not a big stout guy. I'm more of a hophead. But for the same thing, I'm gonna rate that 3.5 beards, dude. That was fucking awesome. And I haven't, being so close to Smog City, I'm ashamed to say, I don't have a lot of experience with their beers. I need to step my game up.
Oh, come by. How about this? I'll buy you a beer, bud.
They're so close, too. When you get on the 405, like, I guess I live in Long Beach. It's literally like 15, 20 minutes out. It's really close.
It's a really close drive.
3.5, 3.5. You didn't get any. I'm sorry.
0.
Can you please give
Zero
me
drink, 0 beers good.
Adding to that tourist destination, I think Stone Brewing, the actual main physical brewery in Escondido, is the 3rd biggest tourist destination in San Diego. So that just speaks to it right there.
What's it, the Zoo, SeaWorld, than that?
Probably.
I think that's it.
Man, after Blackfish, hopefully no one's going to SeaWorld.
I think that's by far the most unique, too, with the farm and the architecture down there.
It's awesome.
Fantastic.
The bistro.
What do you think about this beer?
I'm with him on that. It's many stouts out there. You just get that big boozy flavor, and even if it's not barrel aged, you still get a big malt bomb and a lot of heat. And there's no heat on this at all. You could drink this and say, well, maybe it's 6 or 7. It's 9.5. So it's going to give you a good kick. I'm going to give it a 3.56 beers.
See, I like those. That's a scientific rating right there.
I'm gonna give it a little edge. I think the flavor on it is really, really nice.
I'm gonna have to come out there to get some off tap with my chick, because she's the dark chocolate-holic in the family. You'll hook it up there? All right.
Never.
He said there might be an extra bottle for you, Hoppy T. I said, all right. Grease the wheels. We'll keep the show going a little bit longer.
You know, we all talked about it. It's a great beer. I just mentioned earlier, I think it had a little bit more roasty bite off of it up through the bottle than it did the other day off tap. That's the only difference I've noticed. But either way, a really great Imperial Stout. Like you said, no heat to it really, but a bunch of great chocolate. And it is more of that dark chocolate taste to it. 3.5 is exactly what I'd give it. I guess it's like copycat, but that's what it is when you think about it. It's a 3.5. It's a great beer. I just passed around Smog City Coffee Porter because you're here and we don't got much time and might as well smash in a couple Smog City beers. This is one of those beers I talked even on the air about. I thought this was coming home with the GABF award. I thought this was going to really bring home something. This is one of my favorite beers going into that fest.
A couple years ago it did.
This specific beer?
Absolutely.
I thought it was this year, of course, the Beechwood brought home.
Oh, with the mocha machine.
Yeah, with the mocha machine this year. But
once again, you have to love Beechwood and those guys.
Of course.
Just crazy.
But a great beer. I wanted to get that out while you're still here. Can you tell us anything about it? I know they use locally coffee.
We use Groundworks coffee,
Groundworks,
actually. Yeah, absolutely. No, we make what I consider a really great, robust porter that if any of you are interested in not having the coffee, we actually put that beer on draft on nitrogen, and we call it our Bloody Knuckle. So if you ever want to come up and just try the coffee porter without the coffee and try it on nitrogen, please come up if you want that little more of a creamy head without the coffee.
You got to love that what nitrogen does to beer. You got to love that nitro.
You know what? It's fantastic. I will tell you this. One thing about Smog City, working up there, one thing I've never seen before is we actually put our Zwickelbo, our unfiltered young Pilsner, on nitrogen recently. And it kind of takes off that citrus edge, but it still has a nice crispy to it with like a really, really creamy head. So if any of you get a chance just to come by and try that, it's a fun beer. Just to really try one time at least. But I love it. A lot of people really enjoy it. So I just love that beer. But yeah, as far as the coffee porter, we use Groundworks coffee. We make the robust porter and let it sit on the Groundworks coffee for a while. And we're really, really, really proud with the way it turns out. So if any of you get a chance to come visit us, please try that as well. It's one of our staple beers. We'll definitely have it around.
Not to put you on too much of a spot, but do you know the artist who does your labels? Because I love the labels.
I can't remember his last name at the moment. His first name is Ryan. I could get back with you with the information.
It's
but
all good.
You know what? He is a really great guy, man.
It's a cool label.
He's not only a great artist, he's actually a really great guy to just sit around and talk to. So if you ever get a chance to meet him as well, please do. And I would love to get back with you with his last name, because if anybody's interested in his artwork, he is just a phenomenal artist. So.
Steph, I realized I didn't get to you on a beard rating. Did you want to go ahead?
Yes, Steph, what's going on over there?
Did you want to go ahead and give a beard rating on that
You're
last
kind of far away from your comfort zone over here. You cool?
I guess I'll go with Ryan and say like 3.56 because I love chocolate. What female doesn't?
Right,
and
chocolate.
It is that really smooth dark chocolate. I thoroughly enjoy
it's
it.
like a dark chocolate Dove bar.
Going back to coffee porter, it is like my morning wake up beer. It has that coffee in it that I love, and it's something I can. It's kind of like good for
You
like
got yourself a keeper there, Ryan.
Yeah, it's kind of like good for a nooner, kind of like wake you up with a beer. I love their coffee porter.
Are the best.
Can't go wrong with like a good nooner beer. I love that one.
It's super bomb. Like straight up.
It is.
I think we might have got sandbagged here, and these guys just brought the best of the best out of their fridges.
Yeah, you know what?
Both these beers so far are amazing. They are up there with my favorite porters or stouts that I've ever had.
The Nothing just released this weekend for this year's edition.
The 2015.
This year's edition. Also, Coffee Porter's been around and becoming, I think, the crowd favorite down at the brewery for sure. I'm going to pour this Espresso Yeti because that's what I posted, and that's what we have. So I'm going to pass this around so we can all not have empty glasses, because that's my worst, enemy. Empty fucking beer glasses.
And I'm not going to turn down a Great Divide.
Yeah, Great Divide, always doing good things. This is a 9.5 ABV Espresso Stout. Everybody knows about Yeti. They do this beer in so many different ways. Every single one of them they're delicious in their own way. Espresso, I think, is my favorite one. I don't know if we've done it on the show. We probably have.
I think we have.
But I'm ready to do it again because I love this beer that much.
We've had certain Yetis on here. I don't know if we've done the espresso.
We've had a lot. There's so many different varieties. You can't keep up with them. All you got to do is drink them. You know what I mean? Just keep drinking them. But this is something I wanted to have. Now we just bombarded ourselves with imperial stouts, chocolate stouts, coffee stouts, and we're going to have another one. But like you guys said,
a shotgun round. This is good. Should be a new segment. The end of the show is like a shotgun. We do like 3, like boom, boom, boom.
Shotgun
blast. Do we have a sound effect for a shotgun?
He's got all kinds of sound effects.
Dino doesn't allow us to use sound effects on this show.
I am the fucking.
Dino is the party.
I'm the warden of this show, man.
Dino is le pooper de party.
I've never been called a party pooper, but I'll gladly take that role on this show.
You're le pooper.
If I have to act like you guys.
No resistance.
This is not only a stout, but it's a hopped up stout. So they kind of went out of their way to give it a big hop character, a 75 IBU on this beer. Of course, they take the Yeti base and then they just twist it all around with all their different varieties. This being, I think, one of my favorite. I haven't got a sip of it yet, but what are you guys getting over there? Is the aroma there? Is the look there? What do you think? It
packs a punch.
That's right.
I like it. I love coffee beers. Who doesn't want to wake up to coffee with beer? And it packs a punch. I like it. It's very smooth, very robust.
So not being a coffee drinker myself, what's the difference between coffee and espresso?
Well, espresso is going to be much more rich.
More concentrated and rich.
So that's going to come off in the beer, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, that's what's actually kind of good about the fact that we followed up the coffee porter with the espresso. Not only because of the higher alcohol content, but just because, the coffee was a little more subtle with the chocolate, and now we have that really strong, kind of a little more rich, deeper, not hot, but a little more, alcohol.
It was a good follow.
On the tongue and on the mouth, yeah.
And it has that oak age to it, so you're getting a bunch of that oak, and it kind of lingers for
Absolutely.
sure. I think it's more milk chocolate than that dark chocolate than we were just drinking a minute ago, but the espresso is not as strong as I wanted it to be. I think maybe just having those couple beers before, maybe kind of
partly the hops give it, some level of overpowering. It's definitely going to cut through the coffee there.
So it definitely has that bitterness from a hop, but I'm picking up a heavy milk chocolate, a little bit of coffee, not as much coffee as I expected to get, but it's a great beer. It drinks beautifully. It's a really delicious beer. What do you got, Steph? Tell me.
I love that. I think to me it packs that kind of, when you drink espresso just plain as it is, it has kind of a little bit of a bitter taste, and that's kind of what I get out of this. It has that robust bitter taste that espresso usually has, and I love that because I love coffee. I'm a nurse. I live off of coffee.
You got to stay awake.
I got to stay awake for my patients.
Oh, that's terrible.
And I really enjoy it. It packs a good punch. But it's smooth. It doesn't have that bitter bite to it. It has a really good smooth finish.
They describe it on their website as like a vanilla oak roasty maltiness with a bold hop profile.
I can see that.
I can see that too.
Absolutely.
That's pretty close.
And you're getting major vanilla for being what is it? A frappuccino? No, I'm just joking. An espresso, but is vanilla a heavy flavor in espresso?
Not generally.
No, but pardon me. Also, does it happen to state what kind of coffee they use?
They did. It's Denver's Pablo's Espresso. So Pablo is kicking out, great espresso.
Good job, Pablo.
But yeah, it's just like most breweries do. They get their locally favorite, bean producer, bean cooker, and
I like that they locally source.
Well, I mean, of course, Beechwood's using Portola Labs. Yeah. And then, like I said, once again, Smog City's using Groundworks. So everybody's using a really good variety of coffee, which is cool because, it separates the beers. It gives them their own thing. I mean, of course, today, L. Smith had their Kopi Luwak release.
Oh, really? Yeah.
The collaboration with McKellar that they've done.
Oh, yeah, and, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of great coffee beers out there, so it's good to have the variety. It's good to not have to limit yourself.
We talk about it almost too much on this show we always have a coffee stout or coffee something. We love them here on the show. So we kind of grounded it into the ground already. Like, but it's just one of those things I think marry so well together, and it's my favorite genre of beers, especially lately. And I've been really hitting them hard. But this was another great one. I knew it because this series is always pretty good. They said American hops. I mentioned earlier it's a hopped up beer. All they said is American hops. So they didn't give me on the website. There was no hop varieties, exact hop varieties, but American hops is what they used on it.
America.
It's a great beer. You know, even after America.
Yeah.
Even after, let's go around. Maybe Josh, you want to rate this beer, and we'll go out back in the green room after we rate these beers and really have a good time.
Oh man, no, I overall I really, really appreciate this beer. I think it's a great beer. Let's see today. No.
You're walking lightly. You're treading lightly.
Hey, I love you guys. I love you guys. I love everybody. Yeah, that's right.
Every day.
Boo.
It's filet every single day.
That's his new.
Out of all the coffee beers that I've ever tasted, though, I mean, I will say it's more than a 3. I would say maybe even a 3. Let's say a 3.2 out of a 4 for this beer overall.
Would that be like 3 full beers and like a flavor saver, or like 3 full beers and like a regular mustache?
Do you know what?
Maybe
even a higher rating if I was like 2 or 3 bombers in.
Or like it was a Viking beer in the middle of the battle, like half of it got cut off.
I have to agree with Josh. I'd say a little over 3, not quite a 4.
Yeah.
If it packed a little bit more of an espresso punch, I'd be down for it a little bit more. But I mean, I really enjoy it. I think it's a great beer, and I'd give it a little over 3.
See, and honestly, I'm sorry to pipe in on Stephanie. I didn't
sorry.
mean to,
Okay, a 3.3.
No, I apologize once again. I didn't mean to pipe in on Steph, but
please pipe in.
No. It's not because it doesn't have enough espresso.
It's not Josh anymore. Now it's Peter.
No.
Piper.
Yeah, that's right.
What just happened?
What
just happened?
Do we have a whistling effect, a little flute or something we can do right now?
Don't worry about our effects.
This guy wants effects. Give him effects.
Yeah, that's right. I want some rats following me right
We got
now.
more effects than you know.
I want some Piper.
Hey, give him the song. Give him the song.
No,
please.
check it out.
Give him the song. That's some bull.
Give him Figaro.
He wants some
But
dogs.
overall, like it's not that I'm not looking for more espresso.
Yeah.
Just the beer in general is my overall mouthfeel and the way that I would like the beer expressed is kind of how I grade my beer. I always look at a beer like I never like to judge a beer by just the brewery, man. I try not to do that. I try to just taste the beer and see what really excites my palate. And this beer is great. Don't get me wrong. It is an amazing beer. I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't tried it.
The missing element.
Oh, it's a great
There's a missing element there.
Yeah, it's not a 4 for me. So that's the only reason that I rate it lower. But it's still an amazing beer. Please try it.
No, trust me. You don't
That's
have
a
to.
respectable opinion.
Right.
No.
You don't have to justify your rating.
I think his point is if you see it on draft and it's the stout they got, don't be afraid to go for it. Because I think it's a fantastic stout.
Oh, check it out. Ryan's over here translating.
Well, if you go back to coffee porter, the coffee porter, you just can tell just right off the bat. There's so much good coffee on that. And with this, I just wish the espresso was a little bit more forward, just a little bit.
I think that's
and it would give me
to,
it would make me give it a higher rating.
That's definitely due to a high.
I'm still on the coffee porter, Stephanie, and definitely that's
do we also educate on this show?
Yeah, please.
Okay, fantastic.
Something.
If I may, just a side note.
Dumb as fuck. Please.
If any time, gentlemen or ladies, if you ever try a coffee beer and you realize it tastes a little vegetal, jalapeno, a little peppery or anything like that, please know it's only because that beer has been sitting a little too long. Maybe it's the coffee has fallen off on it.
Yeah.
If you really get those beers fresh, man, some of the beers that we get out here are great beers, and just by the time they make it to us or whatnot, they just don't have the same integrity. And so please don't judge a brewery or the beer by that. Just know that if it's the fresher the better on some of those beers, guys. And please take that into consideration.
No, but it's good to know what happens to a beer when it does spoil, when it does turn, a little bit bad. Because sometimes you're just like, it's a little off, but I think it's okay. But and then you never drink it again. But like otherwise, You know, you don't know. You just don't know. Like some people, you get a sour beer and you're like, man, it's really funky this time. You know, like if you're not educated on exactly what's supposed to be happening, you're just at a loss. You're like, fuck, is it supposed to be like this?
Other times it tastes like burnt rubber, and you're like, this is fucking delicious. No, it's not delicious. That's wrong.
So, did everybody rate? Did I rate? I don't know.
No, we interrupted Ryan right in the middle.
Yes, that was my.
Sorry,
my
we
bad.
piped in.
My
Peter
bad.
and I piped in again.
And that's all good. You know, it's a fantastic stout. And for what the style, it's very good. I wish it could have a little more
Late as
coffee, as
fuck.
everyone has said. However, I think that muted taste is due to the hops for sure.
Yeah.
You get actually it's a very piney hop character on the front if you kind of look for it.
Get in
It
there.
comes with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
coffee, but it is definitely very piney coffee. It's kind of like someone dipped a little bit of pine syrup in your coffee.
That doesn't sound lovely, but yeah.
But it is kind of the beer effect we've got going on here.
Yeah.
But it's very good. I'm going to give it a 3.0 flat.
Yeah, 3.0. I think is a fair rating too. Everybody's has gone around. It said everything that needs to be said. I think a 3.2 is where I'm coming in on this beer. We've had so many good beers tonight. It's hard to get up on the high scale on this one. So many good beers.
This is what happens when you guys show up so late. You guys could have been on the same level as us right now. We better start pounding.
We're gonna go to the green room right about now. Everybody's ranked. Have you ranked?
No, I didn't rank
Come
it.
on, save the best for last. St. Diesel.
I mean, I
St.
was
Diesel.
waiting, you know, I didn't want to
Wait. Do we have a camera on him right now? Do we have a
Oh,
camera on
he's
him?
got,
All
dude,
right.
this guy's got sound effects, cameras. Like, dude, you don't understand what he set up for himself.
We need to see his face while he gives a rating.
They're gonna see the back of my head.
He has a whole thing of sound effects like ready to go. Here he goes.
All right, let's have the rating overall.
Very chocolatey. I'm gonna give this solid 3.2.
That's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit, dude. That's some bullshit, dude.
No.
Say no love on that ranking. Sorry, Doc.
You know what? I personally think that was a great judgment.
Cody, did you rank either of these beers? What's going on?
I mean, I've been kind of in and out of consciousness.
I ain't gonna lie, me too.
Since I was like 14.
Yeah.
This coffee porter by Smog City.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
no,
but-
this is the Yeti.
Have we been skipping
just
you for that
kidding.
long?
No, I'm gonna say coffee porter Smog City
We got a phone
3.6, Espresso Oak Age Yeti 2.9.
I'm going to answer this phone call real quick. Thank you for the quick rating.
You better hope that's someone sweet.
Listener, where are you calling from? You there, listener? Man, see,
Do we have
you're on air.
Do we have anyone
You're
skimming
live
these
on
phone
air.
calls?
Hello.
They're like, I'm trying to send a fax.
I know the phone is like,
Get off the line.
Yeah, it would do that if it was a fax, but you're blowing it. All right, call back if you don't want to
Call
win
back
anything
next
because
week.
we don't
We're
give
done.
away free shit.
It's
I think
a wrap.
everybody ranked it. I think it is a wrap. We did it. We have lots of good beers. Thank you, Josh, for showing up.
No, absolutely. Brandon, I
thank you,
highly
Ryan.
appreciate you guys. I've
Thank you,
always loved
Steph.
hanging out with you. It's been great fun.
What
Well,
we'll
what are we
do-
drinking now? Hold on, it might not be a wrap.
Dude, we got beer for days, homie.
Just for the record, if anybody's interested, I just got handed a bottle of L. Smith Speedway Stout with Vietnamese coffee. One of their great coffee stouts, as I mentioned earlier. They,
Vietnam
they
known
just,
for their coffee?
They just released the Kobe Luwak coffee.
And this is an example of being able to trade a great local beer for a more well-recognized national beer. I was
Yes,
able
sir.
to trade a Beechwood System of a Stout for this beer. This is a once a year limited release. I'm sure they'll be doing it again this year, so keep your eye out. Brand Paper
Keep your-
Tickets, I'm sure, is going to have it again this year.
Yeah, and
They just released another beer today, as Josh said, the Kopi Luwak.
But make sure the
Beer
host
Geek
gets some of that.
Speedway. Anyway, point being is you can definitely get some great stuff for your local beer that's limited release. That is obviously well crafted, which generally there's a lot of really nice regional breweries around. So
Are you the bottle sharing master?
Bottle sharing.
There's quite a few of those people
Bottle
around here.
trading
I'm
master.
in
black belts.
I'm in with that crew. But
He
I'm
does
not,
have his black belt.
I won't
Listen,
Beer
listen.
scene.
I'll reserve that title for maybe Danny Stern.
Listen,
but-
master trader.
Have you seen Drunken Masters? With
He must be Dutch
This
because he's a
is
master
Jackie
trader.
Chan?
Yeah, with Have you
that's
seen Drunken
racist,
Masters?
Oh, hell
this
yeah.
is the future Drunken Master.
You know, and I'm looking forward to coming back soon and talking about some good trading stuff and giving you guys some strategies and tips.
Hopefully we can do some live trading. I don't know how illegal that is, but we don't care. I guess.
You know, if we're not the one doing it, then it's not illegal. So
we'll make it happen.
We're on the internet, bro, and that's pretty much you could do anything.
We just talked about how Cascade is no longer selling online. Is there other breweries that you've noticed has stopped selling online?
There's plenty of websites still selling Cascade, so I think it's Cascade just kind of making a defensive measure, making sure that they're not, you know, in sort of any sort of legal gray area. But there's plenty of websites that still do sell Cascade.
Yeah, let's clarify. It is not Cascade Brewing selling to the public, but there are other
retailers that have purchased from them that basically are.
And also, if I may drop a name, actually, if anybody's looking for Cascade,
listen up.
You know what? Go down to Hollingshead in Orange County, man. Hollingshead Deli. Nice. Those guys have almost every Cascade bottle you can imagine. Just
or the most awesome Beer 30 sponsor ever, Stearns Liquor.
Booyah.
Yeah. Stearns Liquor.
We all love Stearns. Yeah, come on.
My co-host just woke up. I have to cheer. I have to cheer for him.
But yeah, no, just throwing it out there.
Hey, thank you. I thank you guys all for showing up. I think it was another great show, Beer 30. We'll be back every Monday, like we do, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, dfzradio.com. Next week, hopefully, we'll have another guest. Thank you for showing up last minute and gracing us with some delicious beers.
Oh, we're gonna post game for sure.
We're post gaming. We're post.
Never.
See you guys next week. You guys want to sign off with anything? Drink local, drink craft. What do you guys want to sign off? Everybody.
Yeah. Get high, fuck bitches.
Josh.
I'm a Cody on that one.
Yeah.
Josh, shout it out.
Drink often and drink responsibly. Thanks, guys.
Oh, don't do that.
You know what? Come on.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
We gotta look out for some of the guys out there.
Yeah.
Ball so hard, motherfuckers want to
Oh, man. Ball so hard.
Right.
Drink good beer. Drink Beechwood.
Trade me beer.
Drink your local spot. Trade it away. Make somebody else happy.
Yeah. Steph.
I just have to say, drink local. Support your local breweries.
Into beer. That's awesome.
And find chicks who are into craft beer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hey, actually, really quick.
I will drink to that.
There's amazing women in craft beer. There's even
there are some amazing
look at Three
women in
Weavers,
craft
you
beer.
know, and all kinds of stuff. We got head brewers that are just amazing. That like the women have really stepped up in the community. So don't think you guys have a chance, man.
Oh,
there's competition out there.
That's right.
Say.
Yo. I'm gonna say,
he's about to freestyle.
Follow me on Instagram at thesaint562 and drink craft.
You want to get on the Beer 30 show? Just bring a
See, that was a real plug.
Yeah, just bring a shit of beers.
The other shit was just talk.
Dude, that's how we know. This is just talk. This is Beer 30.
Check out my album. It's dropping next month.
Oh, yeah, follow me on
called
SoundCloud.
Saint Blowing Up 562
at .com.
Hey, tune in for live shows about beer, about growing, about whatever is not Duff. It's the Duff Free Zone, dfcradio.com. Dino, take us out.
Drink local, drink craft. We'll be back next Monday. See you guys. Beer 30 Nation out.
Peace.
Fully equipment, front to back like whoa. Spitting on fiends that come for crack like whoa. Asking for shorts and shit, nigga, like whoa. Half on this quote, now nigga, that's whoa. Flow so properly, you'll see I'm whoa. Ain't no stopping me, I'm deep like whoa. Guns be popping, beat, we creep like whoa. Hear my name in these streets, it's like whoa. Must I pound the concrete like whoa. Fill his bitch ass, head to feet like whoa. Your man ain't whoa. The judge ain't whoa. COs ain't whoa. POs ain't whoa. Play yourself, I get the G.I. Joe. DIC, K-Riders ain't whoa. I rip guitar soul, live the fast life. Come through in the ball slow like whoa. My niggas like dough, nitro, my flow, nice clothes like whoa. Niggas getting money in VA is whoa. Honey's looking right in ATL is whoa. Niggas pimping hoes in Chi-Town is whoa. Bitches taking paper in LA is whoa. Niggas stacking dough in DC is whoa. PR and DR hold me down like whoa. Ballers in Detroit hold me down like whoa. Niggas in New Orleans getting money is whoa. Boston and Jersey motherfuckers is whoa. Florida niggas and Philly niggas is whoa. Tampa and Texas, Cleveland is whoa. Memphis and Little Rock, my niggas is whoa. Panama niggas, they hold me down like whoa. My New York peoples, they hold me down like whoa. Bad boy
boy, nigga. Word is born, we roll. Alumni bitches, word is born, we roll. And CSC, all fuckers is roll. My nigga fuck wild, word is born, he roll. That's just how the story goes. Whoever I forgot on this shit is whoa. Oh man, whoa.